considerable influence as it rode across the country, keeping provincial rulers in line and showing signs of rising to dominance.
They're not giving up. They just keep coming. And they ambushed us before we even reached the Tsuchigumo cave.
It's almost as if they knew what we were planning.
In all things, perfection is located at a point of harmonic balance between yin and yang.
Suna!
You're okay.
Within yin, there is yang. Within yang, there is yin. All things are backed by the shade, by the light, and are neither dream nor reality.
I am Minamoto no Raiko's most loyal retainer, Watanabe no Tsuna. Take flight if you fear my sword, Onikirimaru. If you stay, you shall be reduced to mere dust on the road and lament your impotence, everlastingly in the hereafter. Do you wish to die in vain, my lord?
I'm sorry.
Remember, you are Lord Raiko now.
It's good to see Mansairaku. It's been too long a time since he last appeared here in our court. When did he return to the capital?
It seems he arrived just last night. Is that not so, Minister of the Left?
Yes, Regent, that is correct. I was certain that His Highness would wish to see him before, so I took the liberty of requesting that he appear at tonight's banquet.
You've outdone yourself this time, Minister of the Left. It's as if you are able to divine His Highness's thoughts.
Mansairaku, I appreciate you coming to the court so promptly. I understand you've just returned from dedicating your Okina dance. Did it go well?
All went as planned.
Good. Then I assume you'll be staying with us here in the capital for a while.
No. Unfortunately, I must take my leave before dawn, Your Highness.
What? And where would it be that you're headed now?
I shall follow the scent of plum blossoms to the east, since there are no real plum blossoms to be found in the capital.
Watch your tongue, Mansairaku.
Never mind, that's quite all right. Please come back when you've had a change of heart. I'd be more than happy to appoint you to the post of Imperial Entertainer.
I am truly honored, Your Highness.
Your Highness, what is it? Are you all right? Your Highness! Your Highness! Your Highness! We'll get help. Try to hold on. Somebody, go to the Onryo chamber and summon Abe no Seimei now! Yes, Abe no Seimei! Bring Seimei here!
It looks as though we may have finally lost those Tsuchigumos. Excuse me, Lord. I think we should rest here for the night.
How can we? Have you forgotten that my brother is waiting for us?
I've heard it said that one's eyes speak as much as one's mouth, but not as eloquently as one's stomach. This is a good resting place. Have some dried rice. You should eat. Please forgive me, Lord Raiko. I would have moistened the rice, but unfortunately my canteen is empty.
Never mind that. We're not going to win the battle on an empty stomach, you know. My brother.
Don't worry. I'm sure your brother has overcome his illness. And once we regain possession of the Magatama, then your brother and the capital will be saved, Lord Raiko.
Yes, you're right. If we can retrieve the Magatama.
Indeed. I wasn't expecting the Tsuchigumo clan to be so intimidating. It's possible I underestimated them. The advanced troops may have done the same.
So you think the Imperial forces that were sent ahead of us were attacked by Tsuchigumos?
I'm afraid so. Unless I'm wrong, they were probably massacred. Lord Raiko, if I may, I'd like to offer a suggestion. I've been thinking about why the Tsuchigumo clan attacked us here. Knowing how they usually work, I'd be willing to bet there's a village somewhere nearby. If we approached the villagers, perhaps we'd be able to replenish some of our food and water. We could also seek their aid in fighting the Tsuchigumo clan, my lord.
You talk as if we had all the time in the world, Suna. We've no time to lose, you know that.
Of course, my lord. But if we are ever to defeat the Tsuchigumo clan, we must be at full strength. And now, more than ever, we have to remain calm. Well, at any rate, we'd better get some rest.
But Suna, don't you understand that the longer it takes us to bring the Magatama back to the capital...
Hikaru. That must have been quite a nightmare you were having.
I was dreaming a terrible dream.
You mustn't worry. Hikaru will make a safe return. The only thing you need to worry about is getting well.
Father, would you do me a favor and raise the curtains, please? I would like to look at the moon.
Here, take this with you.
But, elder brother, how can I? This is your cherished flute.
It's all right. I want you to think of this flute as me, and take it with you.
My brother, I need your help.
What do you mean? You let them get away?
Yes, but there's no need to worry. I have my best men covering the mountains. If those two make the slightest move, we'll surely find them.
I hope it all works out as you say. What's that?
One of them used this against us.
This arrow isn't from around here.
No, I've never seen one like it. I believe they must have come from the capital.
They're after the Magatama.
It would appear.
You'd think they would have learned. We polished off the troops they sent a year ago, down to the last man. I'm going to give you 10 men with good night vision. Bring back the heads of those two without fail.
Seme, we've been waiting. Please come with me. There's no time to waste. These seizures he's having show no sign of abating. We have no idea what to do.
Matsumushi?
Lord Seme, what have you done?
You've nothing to fear. His Highness is merely sleeping.
You had me worried, I thought. You have saved the day, Lord Seme.
If His Highness has another seizure, I want you to give him this.
Seme, the blind Onmyoji. Matsumushi, his mute apprentice. She sees for him, he hears for her.
If everything that I have heard is true, then Seimei served the present emperor's grandfather before journeying to China.
It is said that he has served 10 generations of emperors, and that he is well over 100 years old. What an incredibly bizarre man. Still, we should align ourselves with Seme, if only for the sake of convenience.
That's true, considering that the present emperor will soon be out of the picture.
As a matter of fact, I thought I saw the Regent's men following Seme's ox cart just now.
So that's it. The Regent has his eye on Seimei, too. Then all we have to do is strike first.
Don't worry, Matsumushi. I've arranged to have them follow us. If the Minister of the Left sees them, he will surely make a move.
Minister of the Left!
What? What is it? Must you shout?
I'm sorry, but the Emperor wishes to see you, sir.
The Emperor?
Yes, sir. His Highness has awoken and...
Oh, he's awake. Why didn't you say so? That's good news. Very good news.
I never dreamed that it would be in such disrepair.
Isn't that Monsairaku?
Mansairaku, we start out first thing in the morning. Better get some rest while you can.
You heard him, Mansairaku. Get down from there and come back to the inn with me. Everyone says that Rashima's haunted by a man-eating demon.
Nothing could be more fitting for a capital such as this.
No, wait for me, Mansairaku.
It's exactly like he says. The capital's done nothing but go downhill.
But, boss, I heard that we'll be getting the Magatama back soon. And once that happens, there won't be any more famine or disease in the capital.
Don't believe it. It's nothing but a fairy tale.
Oh, come on. You don't want to get us cursed, do you, Mansairaku?
Lord Raiko.
Now, my lord.
My lord! My lord!
Hurry, he needs hot water and medicine. Are you all right? You've got to hang on. Here's your medicine.
I am Minamoto no Raiko's bodyguard and most loyal retainer, Watanabe no Tsuna. Take flight if you fear my sword. Lord Raiko,
I'll be all right.
you die! You'll pay for this! Lord Raiko!
I'm sorry, Lord Raiko. Are you in pain?
I'm fine. It's just a little scratch, that's all.
You had to suffer this wound for the likes of me. Forgive me, my lord.
No, it is I who owe you an apology. It's because of me that your life was in danger. All of this is because of me.
That's not so. It has long been my sworn duty to protect you, Lord Raiko. And by my sword, I swear that I would gladly give my life in order to fulfill that duty.
Thank you, Tsuna. But without you, there's no hope for the Magatama. And without that, there's no hope for my brother. You know that's true.
I am truly honored, my lord. Lord Raiko, you should cleanse your wounds before we go down to the village.
That's a good idea.
It was just a pheasant, that's all.
I see. I thought that would have startled my brother. A harmless thing like that. I guess I still have a long way to go, huh? Strange. I expected a village under Tsuchigumo oppression to be a gloomier place than this.
From the looks of it, the villagers actually seem quite happy.
Why?
What is it?
Oh, it's nothing. I was just thinking that you two look like a couple of fish out of water.
We two are warriors who have come from the capital. It only stands to reason that we should be dressed differently from you.
That's exactly what I'm saying. We don't see many warriors like you around here, so you tend to stick out like a sore thumb.
What are you talking about?
For one thing, carrying a dangerous weapon like this. Let go of me! You come here calling yourself a warrior from Heian-kyo? Is the way of the warrior to raise your fist against a villager like me?
Let me ask you this. Is it the way of the villagers here to greet all strangers with such hostility and disrespect? You should know there's nothing more sacred to a warrior than his blade. Your treatment was well deserved.
What a bunch of nonsense. Don't you know what the most important thing to any warrior is? Besides its own life, of course. You men from the capital are all so pathetic. It's the most obvious answer, and you don't even have a clue. His women, all right? His women. I'm talking about drop-dead beauties like these. Sorry, what was I thinking? How could I say you two are second best? You're more sacred than life itself. Oopsie daisy. Here.
The fact is that you're the only one here without a clue.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You're the hotshot samurai, aren't you? Looks like you got what you asked for.
You have been warned 2 times now.
This might actually be fun.
This gentleman is no ordinary villager.
No, Sadamitsu!
I won't be long. Stay back. Better draw your sword. You're leaving yourself wide open.
So why don't you go ahead and strike?
All right, then, since you insist.
You good-for-nothing idiot. How could you display such rudeness to these samurai from the capital? Now get out of my sight. You two, come over here. I want you to take this wretch off the street.
All right, then. Let's go. Welcome, samurai. I'm sure you'll like it here. The food's pretty good, and so is the sake. So why don't you just make yourselves at home?
Ignore him. Samurai from the capital are always welcome in our village. Please, come this way. You want to crash the Tsuchigumo?
Yes, sir, that's correct. Warriors from the capital were sent here a year ago for the same purpose, but they never returned. And now the palace has chosen to send Lord Raiko and myself.
Is that so? That's odd, because I never saw any warriors or samurai from the capital here in the village.
Really, I'm surprised.
Let me ask you, Lord Raiko, with all due respect, sir, do you honestly believe that the people of our village are living under the oppression of the Tsuchigumo clan?
Just what do you mean by that?
I won't deny the fact that the Tsuchigumo clan resides in a cave near the village, but by no means does the clan hold dominion over us. As a matter of fact, it's quite the opposite. We villagers actually live in harmony with the Tsuchigumos.
You really live in harmony?
Yes. In return for a share of our crops, the Tsuchigumos protect our village from the mountain bandits. It has been a most beneficial arrangement, and it has lasted for many generations. I beg you not to carry out your plan of attack.
I'm sorry, but our mission is to recover the Magatama, which the Tsuchigumo stole from the capital.
We do not wish to see any bloodshed. That's all we want, my lord. Now then, these are my 2 daughters. Please, sit back and enjoy yourselves. Come, pour our guests some sake.
A drink? No, thank you. I'm afraid I can't drink.
Oh, so innocent. Naive. It's cute.
Now, don't be rude to our guests from the capital.
But, Father, I've never seen any other man around here as beautiful as this one. Come on, have some sake. Please.
But
Please, Lord Raiko.
The moon is especially beautiful tonight, my lord.
Oh, is that right? Excuse me while I go take a look.
Lord Raiko.
Lord Raiko is abstaining from sake at this time. Situations like these make him uncomfortable.
If that's the case, then you'll have to drink Lord Raiko's share as well.
No, thank you. It is my sacred duty to protect Lord Raiko, and therefore I, too, must abstain from drink.
Do you mean to tell me that samurai from the capital are such sissies that a little sake would prevent them from fulfilling their duties?
Just 1 cup, to honor the samurai in Heian-kyo. Well, never in my entire life have I seen such clear sake.
You'll only find this sake here in our village.
Is something wrong, Raiko?
I could have sworn I heard the sound of Hikaru playing her flute somewhere nearby.
Hikaru and Suna are probably in the land of Hitachi by now.
I've given Hikaru a terrible burden.
Are you all right?
Yes, I'm feeling much better today. Are you looking up at the same crescent moon somewhere in the east? You mustn't go too far, Hikaru. Promise you will return so that your brother can see your smile once more.
Perfect music to accompany my slightly drunken state.
That's an elegant-sounding flute.
My brother, please lend me your strength. Suna, forgive me for fleeing the banquet.
No, Lord Raiko, you are not to blame. After all, sake is not something to be forced upon the drinker.
Are you feeling all right, Suna?
It's nothing, not for a warrior from the capital.
Man, that's good. Lucky me. I get to eat pheasant stew, meet an angel, and drink great sake. What's wrong, you guys? Why aren't you eating?
We would, but it won't be long before we... Remember, Sotomitsu?
You must be afraid.
We certainly got a different version of the Tsuchigumo story than the one we heard in the capital.
If we were to attack them, would it be an unwanted favor in the eyes of the villagers?
Tomorrow morning, we should talk to some of the villagers about their feelings toward the Tsuchigumos, so our decision can wait until we've heard their version of the story.
Good idea. This has been a long day for you, hasn't it? Why don't you get some sleep while you can?
As should you. We haven't had a roof over our heads in a while.
How dare you! He got away! Is there anyone nearby? I need a light! Someone bring a light over here, quickly!
Lord Raiko, are you all right?
I'm fine.
What's all this shouting about? It's the middle of the night.
What's wrong with you? Are you deaf? Didn't you hear that commotion?
Commotion? What are you talking about? I didn't hear anything out of the ordinary.
How can you say that? My lord and I were just attacked in our sleep by an intruder.
Come now. Are you sure it wasn't a nightmare or something?
How dare you?
It's all right. Never mind. Sorry to disturb you.
Well, then, I'll just leave the light here, all right?
Suna,
What is it?
isn't that...
It's the sword we saw in the hands of that man who stopped us this morning.
That's what I thought.
Abe no Seme, did you say?
I have heard his ability to divine the fortunes of all things from the movements of the stars is far more prodigious than those of any other onryoji. Is this true?
Is there some reason that you would require such divination?
Frankly, yes. Now, strictly between you and me, the Emperor's condition worsens day by day.
Truly? You're certain of this? Seme has sequestered himself. He's in the Onmyo chamber, praying for the Magatama's safe return to the capital. But if it would please you, sir, I shall take my leave of you and hasten to the Onmyo chamber at once and have Seme define the prognosis of the Emperor's illness.
No, wait. More discretion is required. I shall summon Seme to my residence after he has finished with his prayers.
Of course, if that is what you truly wish, my lord. Curse that regent, manipulating me. I shall need Seme to prolong his prayers a bit longer.
That man from yesterday. If I'm not mistaken, the elder said that he lives in a house on the outskirts of the village.
Right. Is something the matter?
No, it's nothing.
We must be very cautious, Lord Raiko. This man is no ordinary villager. I'm certain of it.
I know.
Hey, you, wake up! We have a few questions we need to ask you.
Oh, it's just you two. You can't just barge in here.
We didn't think you'd still be asleep.
I sleep when I want to sleep and I eat when I want to eat.
It's pretty obvious to me that you were out carousing till all hours of the night.
Why don't you just leave me alone?
I believe you've seen this before. Here.
This is my sword.
I knew it was you. Now you'll pay.
Where did you find this?
Don't act like you don't know.
I lost this sword a year ago. You see, it's a matching set for this one right here.
What?
It's possible that we have the wrong man, Suna.
Whatever's going on, I've been here since yesterday.
We apologize for disturbing you at this hour. But if we may, Sotomitsu, we have just one question we'd like to ask you.
Sure, go ahead.
Is it true the villagers are living in harmony with the Tsuchigumo clan like they say? Is this really a peaceful village?
Just what exactly are you trying to get at? You're here looking for the Magatama, aren't you?
If it's true that the villagers wish to live in harmony with the Tsuchigumo clan, then we'll do what we can to recover the Magatama in some other way. But if the villagers are only holding their silence because they're afraid of the Tsuchigumos, as warriors from the capital, we cannot allow it to go on.
Well, you're just gallant little warriors, aren't you?
Why, how dare you mock what Lord Raiko said?
Hey, I'm just curious if he's willing to stand by those noble words. You see, this isn't some little game here.
I have had enough of your insults!
I came here because I'm prepared to deal with the Tsuchigumos.
Really? Then why don't you show me just how prepared you are, Lord Raiko?
Stay back.
Please, Lord Raiko, don't.
I'll take care of this matter.
You do realize, Lord Raiko, that we're playing for keeps here?
Yes, I do.
So the Emperor's orders mean that much to you?
There is someone who I wish to protect. That is enough.
That's that. You're as good as dead.
Lord Raiko, please put down your sword.
Perhaps I have no chance, but I cannot allow myself to back down. I can never surrender, no matter what the cost.
Stop it, Lord Raiko.
Forget it. I can't duel morons. It throws off my timing. All right, then. I can see you're obviously committed. There's no need to risk getting a scar on this pretty face of mine. You probably already know that the villagers have an agreement with the Tsuchigumos.
They supply the Tsuchigumos with crops.
That's one thing. But there's another form of tribute more important to them.
Well, what is it?
Young girls. I'm afraid it's true. You see, I first arrived in this village about a year ago. When I found out about the arrangement they had, I was desperate to stop it.
Did you say a year ago?
Wait a minute. Are you one of...
I'm the sole survivor of the Imperial Army.
No.
We stopped by here before the attack, and we tried to enlist the villagers to help us with the fight, but every one of them refused. After that, it was like the Tsuchigumos ambushed us wherever we went.
You mean they were informed?
So then, the attack in our room last night.
Probably them. The Tsuchigumos were too much for us. They used the terrain to their advantage, and it didn't take them long to decimate our forces. Although I was lucky enough to survive. Look at what they did to me.
So then, those young women you were with yesterday, are they...
They're being sent to the Tsuchigumos as an offering. Can you imagine what that must be like? Far from enjoying music and poetry like the women in the capital, these girls barely get enough to eat, and now they're going to be sacrificed. They cry and protest, but once they've been chosen to go, there's no escaping their fate. Not only that, once they've been chosen to be delivered as offerings, no one in the village will go near them.
How brutal! It's unbelievable!
So now you understand. This transient peace comes at the expense of flesh and blood. That's the true face of this village here.
It's horrible.
There's nothing to be done about it. Everyone in this village has accepted that if they want to survive, that's the way it's gotta be.
But still, what about you? A man with skills like yours could fight back.
No, I can't. They allow me to live here on the outskirts of their village, but only on the condition that I don't interfere with their affairs. And now so much time has passed, I'm in no position to just suddenly uproot and return to the capital. It's exactly like the village elder said. I'm just a good-for-nothing idiot who has no shame.
That's enough. Tell me what your true thoughts are. I don't believe for a minute that your kindness towards those women was a sham. Surely it's not right to force someone so young to become another's plaything just because she was born in this village. I know you feel the same way. If we fight them together, I'm certain we'll find a way to prevail. We must not allow the villagers to sacrifice any more women.
I'm sorry, but I left the world of the warrior a long time ago, so I'm afraid you'll have to do this one without me.
So, looks like we'll have to defeat them without his help.
Yes, sir. We shall have to find a way to prevail.
We will not yield until the Magatama is in our hands.
I, Watanabe no Tsuna, am ready for whatever may come.
They must be there, but I don't feel their presence at all.
Nor do I. But if the Tsuchigumos really do have informants among the villagers, you can be certain that they'll be waiting for us.
Suna!
Lord Raiko!
Suna, are you all right?
Hey,
What are you doing here?
I've got a little unfinished business with the Tsuchigumo clan, if you know what I mean. And on top of that, there's the women. They're always nagging me, saying...
So this is where the path leads.
Yeah, the Tsuchigumos don't know about this secret entrance. This way.
You know this place well.
Because I've come here so many times. Since that day.
I see. And what's up ahead?
We'll just see, won't we? After all, we are 3 warriors. Isn't that right, Lord Raiko?
Yes, right. We must recover the Magatama as soon as we can. That's the only way we can bring peace back to the capital. Let's go. My brother, please watch over me.
Raiko, should you be sitting up like that?
Yes, I've been feeling much better today, Father. Surely it's the scent of the plum blossoms in bloom.
You mustn't overtax yourself. It's important you recognize that the fate of the entire Minamoto clan rests on your shoulders, my son.
I'm aware of that. And now it is because of me that Hikaru is forced to endure hardship.
No, you mustn't speak of that. There's no telling who might be listening.
Of course, you're right. Now that you mention it, there is an eavesdropper. That nightingale up there has been listening in on us.
Raiko, that's going a bit too far.
I told you. I feel very good today. Father, I think that I would like to compose a poem. Would you bring me a writing brush, please?
Of course. I'll have one brought.
Is there anyone nearby?
The scent of plum blossoms. I'm sure they'll be especially beautiful this year.
Seimei, has the Magatama been recovered yet?
Now that the Emperor has fallen ill, the capital would be in great peril should the Tsuchigumos gain any ground. That being said, should the Emperor succumb to his illness, then Crown Prince Marosada will ascend the throne.
In which case, Fujiwara no Koritara could become the next Prime Minister of State. That would not bode well. For Koritara has a much different agenda than that of our own. We may need to turn to our vassals to get the job done, by whatever means necessary.
Don't be ridiculous. Vassals are vassals. At the end of the day, they're no more than warriors. We are fully prepared to subjugate the Tsuchigumo clan. Isn't that correct, Seimei?
Of course. And tell me, who was it? The man that they sent to assess the Tsuchigumos?
If I recall, they sent Raiko, the eldest son of Minamoto no Mitsunaka.
Ah, yes, Raiko. I have heard that he is a master archer.
I know you're in a hurry to do this, but don't get ahead of yourself. Unless you want to end up like him. This is how all of my comrades met their untimely end when we launched our attack a year ago. When we started attacking the lair, we were lured into this area by the Tsuchigumo warriors. They extinguished all our lights, and in the darkness, they cut us down, one by one. If I hadn't managed to find the escape route, I'd be lying here too. If you don't want to end up like these guys here, you'll need to be on your guard at all times. From this point on, I don't know what might happen.
All right.
Give it up. You're going to die tomorrow anyway.
I'm not giving up.
Just what do you think you're doing?
Help me. Suna, if that woman's in danger, shouldn't we help her?
The most important thing is that we're not discovered. Wait, Sadamitsu! Where are you going?
You idiot! Where do you think I'm going? There's a damsel in distress over there. And I intend to be the guy who saves her. Where are you, little lady?
Thank you very much.
What's your name?
Kuzume, you're not from around here. Where did you come from?
You're right. We're from the capital. Was that a Tsuchigumo you were just talking to?
Yeah,
There are other women being held captive down here, right? You have any idea where they are?
they're all further down the tunnel. They try to keep all of us separated, so there's little hope of escape.
All right, I got it. You need to get out of here as quickly as you can. Maybe I should escort you to the entrance of the cave.
Hold it, Sadamitsu. Perhaps you've forgotten the real reason we're here.
Easy, Tsuna. Back off, will you? Are you telling me you don't have any sympathy for this girl?
Of course I do, but I'm sure it's a different type of sympathy than the kind you have in mind.
Listen, Sadamitsu, we have no hope of saving our people unless we're successful in taking back the stolen Magatama from the Tsuchigumo clan.
The Magatama?
Sorry,
It's all right. Just try to watch your step, my lord.
I'm not nearly as sure-footed as Kuzume, am I? What happened to light?
Over there. That's the lair of the Tsuchigumos.
Magatama.
So that's the Magatama.
That's what they call it. I don't know if it's what you're after, but it's the only Magatama you'll find around here. Although what's the big deal anyway? I really don't see the appeal of something like that.
The Magatama has the power to save people. Once we have it back, we can deliver the people of Heian-kyo from their suffering. And my brother as well.
I'm being summoned back to Asa.
Yes. We have received word that Shuten Doji was very pleased with the women sent from Hitachi. He now advises you not to neglect your preparations to rejoin him.
You are to ignore him.
Are you sure?
I am absolutely certain. If he wants my spear, let Shuten come crawling here on his hands and knees to get it. Kuzume got away. I have no further use for that woman. Kill her.
I'd say there's at least 100 of them. And there's 3 of us. I'd say that's about 30 apiece, more or less. What should we do, Taisho?
Even a monkey would not be so reckless as to consider attacking them head-on. It is very ill-advised.
Who are you calling a monkey?
We must avoid being noticed. So, we wait for a chance to steal the Magatama, then concentrate on escape. Kuzume, is there a path that will bring us closer to the lair?
There is, but I still don't see any way for you to take it without them noticing.
True, it would be quite difficult. Maybe the best plan would be for us all to just storm the lair. What do you think?
Forget it. One of us will have to act as a decoy so we can distract them. After that, the others will seize the Magatama. It's the only way.
You're going to sacrifice one of us? Only an Imperial dog would come up with a plan like that.
You call me a dog?
Why don't you let Lord Raiko make the decision for once? What do you say, Taisho?
Well,
All right, since you put it that way, I agree it would be best to put the decision in Lord Raiko's hands. He is right, my lord. The decision is yours.
Brother, what would you do if you were in my place?
When Hikaru returns, please give this to her. Signs of a spring day. Through the bamboo blinds I see the red plums blooming everywhere. Next year these flowers will be seen by another. My elderly father's garden shall be ravaged by the wind and the rain. You'd show her this? Where are you going, Raiko? It is too beautiful a day for me to be lying in bed. So long as you know nothing, the capital is a peaceful place. Yet I have forced Hikaru to go into the darkness. Father, I know it's for the sake of the Minamoto clan, but can I ever be forgiven for the events that I have brought about? Oh, Raiko. I don't just mean Hikaru. I shall also be killing off the spirit of my loyal friend and retainer, Tsuna. You mustn't think that way. All you need to do at this moment is think of yourself. Hikaru, you should live life on your own terms. You are not Raiko. You are Hikaru.
My brother.
Lord Raiko, I will willingly obey whatever decision you make, because I am Watanabe no Tsuna, one who lives by the side of Lord Raiko.
Tsuna.
Never forget that you are Minamoto no Raiko.
We'll go with Tsuna's plan. Our objective has never been to annihilate the Tsuchigumos. We're only here to recover the Magatama.
It sounds good, but how do we decide who gets to be the decoy?
I'll do it.
Lord Raiko, whoever acts as the decoy must be well versed in the art of combat if this plan is to succeed. I, Tsuna, shall be the decoy.
Tsuna.
Hear me, Lord Raiko. You know that you are indispensable to the Minamoto clan. Do you not remember our vows of loyalty? Do you not remember that I swore to be both your shield and your sword for as long as I lived? I am aware of the disrespect I'm showing and overstepping my bounds, but I wish to see what the future brings you. It is the ultimate source of joy for me to protect you and to follow the paths which you have conquered. Believe me, Lord Raiko, you are my greatest source of pride.
You call that pride? I don't know. Sounds like some kind of lurid love.
What?
Hey, I'm just kidding. Lord Raiko's a good guy. I like him too. Offering himself as the decoy is pretty ballsy. The leader of our massacred Imperial troops was the first to run, after using us as his decoy.
You can see the sort of person my lord is, and that is why I intended to go myself from the very start.
Cut the noble act, will you? Well, since we're talking loyalty, you should know that I would never abandon my comrades either. Just make sure you get away in time.
Who's there?
I am Watanabe no Tsuna, Minamoto no Raiko's most loyal retainer. Take flight if you fear my sword. Onikiri Maru. If you stay, you shall be reduced to mere dust and lament your impotence everlastingly in the hereafter.
Let him go. You and I have our own job to do now.
Yes, you're right.
What are those idiot Tsuchigumos doing now?
Well, they're so afraid of that man that they're running amok.
You pathetic, worthless vermin.
I'm so sorry, but I wanted to make that bastard pay no matter what. I was more interested in getting back at him than in the Magatama, so I used you.
You're a fool. All I asked was that you submit meekly to me like the others, and you could have avoided being thrown into a cell.
No! I would rather die than that!
Who the hell are you?
You're the lowest form of scum that crawls the earth.
What did you say?
You raised your hand to a woman. That's all the reason I need.
I thought...
We just needed to get the Magatama back, that's all. Who cares if someone used us while we're at it? Am I right, Taisho?
You want to fight me? How amusing. You've been living in that village at the foot of the mountain. I allowed you to live because I was sure you'd become a spineless fool. But now this, you've come to rescue the village women. Unfortunately, they've already been sent somewhere else.
Then tell me where they are.
It beats me, although I'm sure some of them are waiting in the very place I'm sending you.
You're a dog!
You'll be reunited in hell! You little...
You're fighting me now.
Listen, everyone. From now on, you won't have to live under his thumb anymore. And we Tsuchigumos will no longer have to resort to kidnapping and slavery. Kuzume. I'm sorry I didn't tell you before. Not only am I a member of the Tsuchigumo clan, I'm their leader. That man, Hoshikuma, suddenly appeared from the west. He's the one who enshrined the Magatama. So it was him. The Magatama you speak of, which you say will save the people. One of our previous leaders received it as a gift from the capital, so that we Tsuchigumos might govern this land. From Heian-kyo? Ever since then, the capital has been making demands on us for taxes and labor. It was the Tsuchigumos who cleared the land to build the village at the foot of the mountain. They only had to impose this Magatama on us, and it brought us chaos. Hoshikuma gave the men here a strange sake to drink, and they immediately turned on me. Some of them had no choice, for their families were taken hostage. The villagers, too, started exchanging their women for this sake, as well as for peace.
What a terrible story.
All of this happened because of the Magatama. If it's the Magatama you want, go ahead and take it with you. We no longer have need for such a thing. I'll finally be able to save my brother.
Lord Raiko!
I don't mean to be forward, but I'd gladly bear the child of a good man like you.
I'm flattered, but there's still a lot of women out there that need to be rescued. You know how it is.
If that's what you're planning on. I'm pretty certain that when Hoshikuma's henchmen took the women, they were headed west. They went west? That's right, to a regional ruler named Shuten Doji. Shuten Doji? That man was sent here by Shuten as well.
What is it, Matsumushi? An army to annihilate the Tsuchigumo?
Suna, I'm going on ahead!
Look, is Taisho really that happy to get back to the capital?
He hurries because there is someone waiting for him.
I can understand that.
Brother, please wait for me.
Raiko! Hikaru is returning safely with the Magatama. What wonderful news this is. It's a great thing for all of us. Raiko! It's Lord Raiko! That's Lord Raiko! He has returned from the east with the Magatama. He is a true hero. Now we shall all be saved.
Move! Please let me through!
Lord Raiko!
Brother! I have returned!
This period of seclusion to purify yourself from battle must end today. Please prepare to visit the palace.
I have not yet finished mourning my brother.
It's unwise for you to delay your visit any further than you already have. Incurring the displeasure of the court would compromise the Minamoto name.
Tell the messenger. I shall be postponing my visit to the palace.
You're acting like a small child.
How can you say that? In what way am I being childish when I'm mourning the death of my only brother? Poor Raiko doesn't even have a proper grave.
There is no telling who may be listening to us. For your sake, you must try to refrain from speaking of Lord Raiko in the future.
Since he was not of your flesh and blood, I could never expect you to understand the grief I've been made to suffer over losing my brother.
Hey. Whoa, she's hot.
I've noticed that you haven't been around much lately. What brings you here now?
I'm just paying my respects. Actually, the truth is I'm flat broke after spending all my money on sake, and I was kind of hoping I might be able to finagle a meal out of the Taisho. So where is he, anyway?
Lord Raiko's not here. He went out.
Yeah? Huh. Well, wouldn't you know it? I guess I'm out of luck then. But it won't be a complete waste of time if you tell me who that hot girl was. I mean, you're not a man unless you take a woman's advances over a meal, right? I should go find her.
Hold it!
Hey, what do you mean, hold it? Don't try to stand in the way of love. Wait, let me guess. That girl's with you.
What? How dare you? You have no idea. That young woman just happens to be Lord Minamoto no Mitsunaka's daughter and Lord Raiko's sister. That's Lady Hikaru. She was born a noblewoman, and she is far beyond the reach of lowly men like you and I. Am I clear?
That's Raiko's younger sister? Come on, they look nothing alike. Who would have ever thought Taisha would have such a good-looking sister? I see. You've probably got a thing for her yourself, haven't you?
It's about time for you to learn that there are some things you don't joke about. I, Watanabe no Tsuna, have devoted my entire life to Lord Raiko since his childhood and have always been his loyal servant. I would never harbor such feelings.
Whatever, but from the way you're reacting, I'd say I hit the nail right on the head. Don't let me stand in your way.
All right, that's enough.
No, I'm serious. You know what? You can be a little tense sometimes. Think about it. You can't let a pretty girl like that wander around on her own. Even if I don't hit on her, it won't be long before some bandit or slave trader tries to get her. I know you might think I'm joking, but the capital's a dangerous place these days. I even heard a rumor that Rashomon is haunted by a demon.
Really?
Seimei, have you heard the rumors about the demon of Rashomon? I have cautioned you repeatedly. You must not attract attention.
I was told by the Minister of the Right that if I were to spread rumors of such a demon, then no one would go near Rashomon without cause.
The Minister of the Right, he keeps meddling.
What would you have me do?
Well, I'm afraid there's nothing we can do about the rumor now. But I want you to give Ibaraki orders that he is never to use that location again.
Matsumochi.
The Rashomon demon, eh? What a stroke of genius.
My brother.
It was crying. Your flute was crying. I could hear it.
Someone very dear to me has died. Someone who I believed would always be there for me no matter what, and would never go away.
I see. When I left for the east to dedicate my Okina dance, this place was not yet in such ruins. Most people lament, they grieve, they mourn those gone. That is how one prays for the dead. Still, no matter how much you grieve, you can never bring them back. Nothing is certain in this world. Nothing ever stays in the same place. One may choose to wallow in grief, but that will not comfort the souls of the departed. Why is it you play the flute? I have chosen to dance because I dance the hopes that they entrusted to me.
I'm not sure I understand.
Would you consider playing your flute for me again?
What are they doing?
There is a rumor going around that a demon has been haunting Rashomon lately. According to the rumor, a flute can be heard, while a shadowy figure dances.
You mean...
The Kabishi have nothing on their minds but their orders to kill the demon.
If I explain, they'll understand. I am Minamoto no Higa...
They don't care whether you're human or a demon. It's all the same to them.
That's ridiculous!
You needn't worry.
Lady Hikaru!
Hey, Suna, slow down. Wait for me.
Lady Hikaru! What happened here? What's going on?
Watanabe, sir. We heard a flute, then a demon appeared. It's
on a rampage. What? You say you heard a flute? Lady Hikaru. Where was it? Tell me where you saw the demon.
It was at Rashomon.
Rashomon?
Hey, Suna!
Lady Hikaru!
You're the monster!
Lady Hikaru! You monster! Tell me what you have done with Lady Hikaru!
Hikaru?
Don't pretend you don't know!
Oh, come on, Suna. I guess that's the demon of Rashomon.
What have you done with Lady Hikaru? No! Hikaru! Lady Hikaru, are you all right? Are you hurt?
No, I'm fine.
Are you all right?
Lady Hikaru, stay behind me now. I'll make sure you don't escape death this time.
No, Suna, put down your sword.
What are you talking about?
This man here protected me from the Kabishi's arrows.
What? Is that the truth? You're not just saying it? If that's the case, I am sorry. Forgive me.
As long as everything is clear now.
Your name, sir. Before you go, please. I would like to know your name.
My name is Mansairaku.
They say he has no fear. He is a favorite of the Emperor.
Mansairaku.
You two, why are you just standing there wasting time like that? Didn't you see that suspicious-looking guy jump down from the top of Rashomon? He took off running away from the capital. Come on, I'm not lying.
You say the man was running away from the capital?
Yeah, his hair was all disheveled and sticking out. He looked like some kind of crazed demon. I can't believe you didn't see him.
Lady Hikaru, I think it would be best if we went home now.
Yes.
What? Hey, you're that little cutie I ran into earlier, aren't you? That hurt.
Shall we?
Jeez.
Nothing is certain in this world. Nothing ever stays in the same place. One may choose to wallow in grief, but that will not comfort the souls of the departed. I have chosen to dance because I dance the hopes that they entrusted to me.
The hopes that my brother had.
You summoned me, Lady Hikaru? Pardon me. You are dressed for...
I am ready, Suna.
You are going to take the Magatama?
It was you who advised me to visit the palace today.
That's true, so I did, my lord.
Then you should prepare to get underway.
Yes.
The capital will be saved, thanks to this Magatama.
Because of your efforts, there are now only 2 more Magatamas to recover.
2 more? But I always thought that there was only 1 Magatama.
Don't be ridiculous. If this world could have been saved with a single Magatama, it would have been saved a long time ago.
Indeed. All things in this universe are comprised from the 5 chi generated by yin and yang. Wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. The Magatamas are only able to assert their full power when all 5 are gathered together. Is that not right, Seimei?
I don't understand why you didn't tell us before that there's more than 1 Magatama.
Until we had determined whether you could truly be trusted, we felt that it would not be very prudent for us to divulge everything to you.
I'm sure you understand, Raiko.
One's soul is a flower. Its seeds are its skills. By retrieving the Magatama, you have proven to us that you possess the seed of merit. Whether or not this seed will bloom depends entirely on your mental attitude.
But we, the warriors, are the ones who must undertake this journey. We could never hope to accomplish the mission you've set out for us, unless we are secure in the knowledge that we have your complete trust.
Young Raiko, stop and think. Have you considered the possibility that your anger is misdirected? You would be better served to focus your anger on its true source. Your own short-sightedness in believing there to be only 1 Magatama. The quest to recover the remaining Magatamas will not be easy. It will surely be grueling, much more so than the last. I believe it's safe to assume that you will often be hampered by your current level of knowledge.
So that you may act with more speed and precision, Seimei has recommended a guide for you, one who is well versed in the workings of the universe.
Yes. There are 2 remaining Magatamas.
I believe it's safe to assume that you will often be hampered by your current level of knowledge, he said. Minister of the left.
I've had more than enough of that man's insults. How dare he? I thought I was going to explode with rage in there. That man has defiled the Minamoto clan's honor. It's things like this that make people mistrust the court nobles and the Onmyoji.
But Tsuna, I've been thinking about it, and perhaps there is some merit in what he just said.
But my lord...
Just listen a minute. We won't be able to resolve our struggles by force alone. By using the workings of the universe, perhaps we can achieve victory with a minimum of fighting, thereby preventing needless bloodshed. My brother used to say, the only way a warrior can save his people is for him to somehow find a way to take back the stolen Magatama.
If we're successful in recovering all the Magatamas, and in so doing save our people as well, consider how happy that would make your brother.
Yes, the other Magatamas. You and I shall recover them for my late brother, and for the suffering people of the capital, yes?
Yes.
My brother, I must ask you to wait a bit longer. I'll find the remaining Magatamas, and I will bring them back to the capital, so that I may fulfill the hopes that you had and to achieve peace once again. My brother, please lend me all your strength.
For the Minamoto clan, and the Emperor as well, we are counting on you. Retrieve the Magatamas.
I shall not disappoint you, Father. For the capital, I shall not return without the 2 remaining Magatamas. You have my word.
By the way, I was just wondering, whatever happened to Raiko's sister?
Nothing happened to her.
Jeez, why do you have to always be such a stick in the mud, huh?
Be quiet.
Why don't you just ask the Taisho to bring her along with us? You know you want to, you lady killer.
That's enough. We will not take a woman on a journey where we shall see combat.
You 2 are really going to make this trip a drag. You always have to act like such He-Man. Hey, we could...
Good. You can well understand that this is terrible news indeed. Can you tell us how much longer he has to live?
After the flowers of spring have blossomed, and people go forth to admire the flowers of summer.
Do you mean to say this summer, Seimei?
If that is the case, then we do not have much time. We must be finished before all of the Magatamas are recovered.
The Magatamas are known to harbor a mighty power. 2 more will complete the set, is that correct? Seimei, where are Raiko and his men now?
They have journeyed to Suo, seeking the Magatama of water.
The region of Suo?
The savage barbarians there only know how to prevail with brute force, so we must guide them on their quest. Isn't that right, Seimei?
I must go and read the stars. Please excuse me.
Abe no Seimei is as unsociable as ever.
And yet he is certainly useful. We are most fortunate indeed to have such a pawn at our disposal.
Has Urabe already set off with Raiko for the west? So, the plot thickens.
That's Noroi-jima.
Lord Raiko, we don't have to worry about going into battle for a while yet. You should take a moment to look at the mountain cherry trees. They're so beautiful.
Please, Urabe. We did not journey all the way here in order to take in the scenery.
Still, the cherry blossoms are so lovely.
Indeed.
Lord Raiko, remember our mission.
Take that stern look off your face.
I can't do that. It's the look I was born with. Is this the village?
I'd say it looks more like a fortress.
Since the village lies before the entrance to the island, it's safe to assume that those men are the pirates of Noroi-jima.
Since there are only 2 guards, the fastest way inside would be to force our way past them.
Please help our barrack.
What was that?
Wouldn't it make a whole lot more sense to just try to find a boat somewhere and make it out to the island that way?
I've heard that the currents here are swift and powerful. They're said to be extremely difficult to navigate. I believe we shall require the assistance of the villagers. Lord Raiko, if I may, I'd like to arrange our entry into the village. I believe I have a plan.
You do?
Hold it right there. Where do you think you're going?
We're going to Dazaifu so that we might see the sights.
Oh. Why are you hiding your face? Come on, show me your face.
Please, sir, no. Anything but that, I beg you.
I said show it.
Please, sir, the light, it hurts my eyes.
Lord Raiko, I believe that we're all right now.
I thought they might see through the disguise.
What are you talking about? I think that makeup is actually quite becoming. You look very beautiful.
I'm sure I don't. What do you think, Suna?
No, not beautiful at all.
Well, I don't see any guards posted on the inside. I guess that means we're in the clear.
Lord Raiko, I've been thinking about Urabe, and it seems to me that perhaps she knows a little too much. The way that she just happened to have these costumes for us seems almost too good to be true. It wouldn't be wise for us to blindly do as she says.
Suna, caution is all well and good, but perhaps this time you're wearing it as you're reading too much into things.
But my lord...
Lord Raiko, the village elder is ready to grant us audience. Come this way.
We're on our way.
My name's Taromaru, and I'm the one who governs this village. Lady Urabe has taken the time to inform me of your dilemma. I understand you wish to cross over to Noroi-jima and crush Torakuma.
Yes, sir, and we would like for you to lend us a boat for that purpose. Could you spare one this evening?
This evening? No, that won't be possible.
Why not?
Because the water god crosses the sea on the night of a full moon. We must not gaze upon the water god at any cost, for there is a terrible curse.
What kind of curse?
It has been 7 years. There was a girl named Ayataka in this village. Ayataka was taken in by Torakuma's coaxing, and she broke our laws by going outside on the night of a full moon. Most likely, she attempted to cross over to Noroi-jima. The next morning, what we found washed up on the beach was the body of Ayataka, already stiff and cold. I despise Torakuma for deceiving Ayataka. I would like to beat that man to a pulp.
You truly hate Torakuma that much?
You understand. Ayataka was my fiancée.
You were going to marry her?
I see. I, Watanabe no Tsuna, have nothing but the deepest of sympathy for the pain you must be suffering. As it's impossible for us to go tonight, please let us take a boat tomorrow.
I would if it were up to me, but...
What's the problem?
The pirates have taken everything away from us, so I don't have a single boat left.
If he can't give us a boat, we'll just have to take one ourselves.
From what I can see, there must be at least 50 of those pirates. Even if we were to mount a full-scale attack, I doubt that we would be able to take the fortress in one night.
Excuse me, Lord Raiko. I'd be honored if you'd allow me to take care of this.
You alone?
I guarantee you full control of the fortress by dawn tomorrow.
By dawn tomorrow?
Oh, come on, Urabe. You can't be serious.
You can do this?
Yes. Lord Raiko, please return to the village. Tell the villagers to keep their doors shut tight, and stay inside with them until morning. Just after the sun rises, come and meet me at the fortress. Till then.
Lord Raiko, is it really wise to leave this to Urabe?
Remember, it was Urabe's plan that got us this close to the enemy without once having to cross swords. If she has devised a strategy that will help us achieve our goals overnight, then why not allow her to give it a try? What is this? I await your return from Noroi-jima on the Brocade Path. My heart is full of joy on the night of the full moon. Ayatake. Ayatake? Wait, wasn't that the name of Taromaru's fiancé?
Whoa, so this thing must be some sort of love poem. Funny finding it here.
The Brocade Path.
All right, that's enough. All we need is for them to hear that Mansaraku dedicated a dance for the Emperor, and that should be enough.
Yes, it's a stroke of genius.
For whom do I dance? I would like to dance from the depths of my soul. Yes, like the time I danced to that young girl's flute. Why are you still here? It's almost time to be on our way to Dazaifu. Everyone's waiting at the Suzaku gate. All right, I'm coming down then. It will be summer when next I return. I'd like to meet her again.
It's almost too quiet.
Where's Urabe? I thought she'd be here.
I'm sorry, Lord Raiko, but we cannot wait any longer. Either she has somehow betrayed us or her strategy has failed.
Suna, wait.
I am Watanabe no Tsuna, Minamoto no Raiko's most loyal retainer. Take flight if you fear my sword. Onikirimaru! If you stay, you shall be reduced to mere dust in the road and lament your impotence everlastingly in the hereafter!
Suna!
All this shouting and commotion, it's enough to wake the dead.
Urabe!
Welcome. I've been waiting for you, Lord Raiko.
But the pirates!
Did I not ask you to let me take care of this, my lord?
What is this?
What? I don't believe it.
So you weren't kidding when you said that you'd kill all the pirates in one night. You got every single one.
Yes.
How in the world did you manage it?
Oh, no.
Is something wrong?
Jiro Maru. It's my cousin, Jiro Maru. And this is Umi Nohiko. No, it's Kachikamaru. I thought they were all being held hostage at Norijima. All this time, they weren't on the island. They were being forced to work here.
You used poison on them, didn't you?
She used poison?
Is that true?
Yes. I used my secret poison on the fortress by releasing it into the wind from that hill. It's incredibly strong. Anyone who inhales the poison drops dead within moments, just as they did.
Did you stop to consider that you might kill innocent villagers too?
Under the circumstances, that could not be helped.
It couldn't be helped?
If we are successful in recovering all the Magatamas, the capital will be saved. But we cannot avoid some sacrifices along the way. It is all for the sake of peace in this world.
Do you even have the slightest idea what you've done here?
What, Lord Raiko?
We must first determine whether our enemies intend to fight before we cross swords. Those who have no reason or desire to fight against us, we release. That is how we must wage all of our battles. You can't call what happened here a battle. This is just a massacre.
But, Lord Raiko...
I don't even want to see your face right now. Leave me. Get out of my sight. Please forgive us.
Your empty apologies will not bring the dead back to life. Even if we could, we would not help you now, for you are no different than Torakuma. You are nothing but spineless cowards. The Noroi-jima pirates will hear of this, and by tomorrow they'll be coming for us. We can find a way to cover up what happened if you're gone. So get out of here. Go on! Get out of here now!
So many precious lives have been sent to the realm of the dead before their time.
And as if that were not enough, we have lost the trust of the villagers as well. It all could have been avoided. None of this would ever have happened if it hadn't been for Urabe.
If only she hadn't chosen to use poison on them.
Hey now, wait a minute, Taisho. You suggested that we leave it to Urabe in the first place. Aren't you partly to blame for giving her free rein and not even asking her what she was going to do?
Sadamitsu! Are you blaming Lord Raiko?
Take it easy. Calm down, Suna. Listen, Lord Raiko, I vowed to follow you on this quest. You know that. But do you know why? For the court? For glory? No. I came because of the Magatamas and their powers, and the people they're going to save. And I'm sure it's the same for Urabe.
Urabe, forgive me. Sadamitsu told me how wrong I was. He told me that I should share the blame because I didn't stop you.
But, Lord Raiko, I don't...
Let us first pray for the souls of the dead. And after we've done that, we can figure out a way to get to Naroi-jima. Is something wrong?
I am responsible for taking an action that was completely against your wishes, Lord Raiko.
It's not as if the actions you took were driven by some hidden agenda.
And if I did have a hidden agenda, what would you do then?
I don't know. I suppose it would still be my fault for not having seen through you. The weapons we carry with us only have the power to harm people. But Urabe, the wisdom you possess has the power to save people. I'm asking you to lend us your wisdom.
I would like that, my lord. But now I must ask you, for there is something which I have been thinking about.
What is it?
You see, halfway up that hill, in among the trees, there is a poem carved into a stone marker.
Yes, I remember seeing it.
I think that perhaps we should both go and take another look at it. I await your return from Naroi-jima on the brocade path. My heart is full of joy on the night of the full moon. Perhaps it could be...
does it mean something?
Yes. Lord Raiko, I have a hunch. There may be a way for us to reach Naroi-jima after all.
But remember, we still don't have a boat.
I don't think that we'll need a boat.
Then how?
Tonight there will be a full moon. I'm certain that we'll be able to cross.
What? You're sure of this?
Yes.
Urabe, how do you expect us to get across?
If what is written in that poem is true, then I believe the light of the full moon should create a path on which we can walk.
Yeah, right. I don't see a path anywhere.
We must wait.
How long?
We wait till the time is right.
Urabe, how much longer will it be?
Just a little while longer.
Lord Raiko, if something doesn't happen soon, morning will break. Perhaps we should just go back to the villagers and plead once again for a boat.
Urabe says we have no need for a boat.
Lord Raiko, perhaps you should consider this. What if Urabe is in league with the pirates and is conspiring against us?
No, Tsuna. Urabe is an important part of this group, just as you and Sadamitsu are. I have decided to trust her.
Lord Raiko, would you come over here, please?
What do we do now?
Hey!
Don't tell me you're planning on swimming across.
What? How is this?
What is going on here?
I don't believe it.
How can this be possible?
When the moon is full, a spring tide occurs in these waters, and that's when the tidal range is the greatest. That poem that I showed you tells the tale of two lovers who linked the village and Naroi-jima. Even without a boat, the lovers were able to meet by taking this path on a night with a full moon when the tide was low.
Hey, this is great.
Sadamitsu!
Please, watch your...
To know is how you learned about this path.
Whoa there, easy. I can't believe you're still suspicious after all she's done for us.
When I want your opinion, I'll
Hey.
ask.
I was wondering about that myself. How exactly did you know that there was going to be such a low tide tonight, Urabe?
Oh, come on. Now don't tell me you have doubts about her, too.
I didn't know for sure, but I divined the flow of the water by reading the stars. This happened to be the day of the spring tide. It is the day when the range of tide is at its greatest. Perhaps warriors such as yourselves are not familiar with these matters.
Hey now, you're starting to sound like one of those Omnioji with your ability to read the stars and stuff like that. It's no wonder old Cyclops here is so suspicious of you.
If you don't stop talking, I'm going to have to sew your lips shut.
Hey! What in the heck is that thing?
It looks like some sort of watchtower, but what's it for?
It doesn't appear that it's still being used. Looks more like a gravestone, doesn't it?
Huh? Hey, look at that! Up at the top of that tower!
Couldn't be.
There's no doubt in my mind that it's the Magatama of water.
Is that you, Matsumushi? Tell me, what is it Lord Seimei desires? But this is... You're certain this is what Lord Seimei wishes? Very well. Tell him I will send my fastest horse.
Lord Torakuma.
What is it?
Those men that we sent over to the village haven't returned to the island yet. It's late. I'm starting to think they may have been captured. We've got to avenge Ayatake. We should burn their village to the ground and be done with it. Lord Torakuma!
All right. Tell the men to get something to eat first, and prepare to leave immediately.
It kind of feels like they're putting out the welcome mat. I don't know, this is creepy.
Do you think this could be a trap set by the pirates, Lord Raiko?
I don't know, but this looks like the only way in.
We have to do something, because if we stay here, we're doomed.
Whoa! Hey, you guys, shouldn't the water be starting to get shallower instead of deeper? Seems like this path we're on here is sinking.
Urabe, are you sure this is the path that will lead us to the pirates?
The path we're on isn't sinking, Sadamitsu. It must be the tide coming back in.
What the?
The tide?
Wait a second. Are you saying that once the tide comes in, this tunnel's going to be filled with water?
Yes, that's precisely it.
Precisely? Are you crazy? How can you be so calm, Urabe? We're all going to die here.
Why didn't you tell us about this? Or do you intend to lead us into hell after all?
We've got to do something. The water level's rising faster by the second.
Hey, I'm all ears. What do you have in mind?
Even if we turn back now, we'd never make it back to land in time.
I think I feel a current.
What?
The water's definitely flowing in that direction. Unless I'm wrong, it should lead us to the pirate's lair.
For all of our sakes, I hope so.
Urabe, what the?
All right. We don't have time to discuss this. Let's go.
Wait, Lord Raiko!
Well, Suna, what do you say? After all, I gotta keep an eye on Urabe, and your job is to protect the Taisho. Hey, Suna, you afraid of the water? Don't tell me you never learned to swim.
Don't be such an idiot. Follow me.
Urabe, are you all right?
Yes, of course. And you, Lord Raiko?
Sadamitsu.
Man, that was too close for comfort. For a while, I thought I was going to end up as a banquet for the Satoshi fish down there.
I'm sorry that I put you in danger.
Don't worry about it. Any seawater I guzzle on your account tastes just like premium sake to me.
Wait, wasn't Suna with you? It's Suna.
It looks like Suna wasn't as lucky as the rest of us.
You made it through, Lord Raiko. Thank goodness you are safe.
There's no question. That's where they keep the Magatama.
From my vantage, I saw 4 men guarding the front of the watchtower.
There were only 2 watching the back. It looks like it'll be a lot easier to slip in that way.
We need a plan. I'd like to avoid unnecessary bloodshed, if at all possible.
If it's all right with you, Lord Raiko, I would like to act as a decoy and divert the enemy's attention.
Suna, you can't.
You needn't worry. I know what I'm doing. Once you've taken the Magatama, send me a signal by playing your flute. When I hear your flute, I shall retreat at once.
You're the man, Suna. Virtuous to the end.
All right, then. Just don't take too many chances.
Leave it to me, my lord.
Our chances of reclaiming the Magatama are only as good as our decoy. I certainly hope that you're able to hold off the enemy until we can do our job.
There's no need to worry, and I don't need you telling me what to do.
Now we have to figure out how to get inside without those guards seeing us.
Lord Raiko. Here, this should get the job done.
Not again. That's poison, isn't it? I don't want that.
No. This is merely a potent numbing agent. I know that you do not wish to kill anybody. By using this, you will be able to immobilize the guards temporarily. Nothing more. I give you my word that it's not poison. I was asked to join you in order to help devise a plan to recover the Magatamas with as little bloodshed as possible.
All right, then. That's our signal.
What's going on?
What was that sound just now?
Very well done indeed, Lord Raiko.
Sadamitsu.
What is it? Can't you see I'm busy now?
The last thing I expected was to find you protecting my back at a time like this. But you're regretting your choice now, aren't you?
You are so full of it. When we were fighting the Tsuchigumos, I kind of forced you into playing the decoy by yourself, so...
Who knew you had a sense of honor?
Now, don't get the wrong idea. I mean, Urabe's given it all she's got, and she's a woman. Now, I'm the kind of man who'd gladly give his life for a woman like that.
It looks as though they're living off the bounty of all the goods they steal from the villagers.
It feels as if my tongue's on fire.
Now that I think of it, they were drinking some kind of strange sake in the Tsuchigumo village as well.
I'm certain that I've read about this somewhere before. I think it's a secret potion called Miki, which strips away all your fears and enhances your strength.
I remember now that Hoshikuma said something about sending women from the village to an ally named Shuten Doji. Perhaps he received this in return.
Shuten. It means he who drinks sake. Lord Raiko, do you?
It looks like this is another piece of the puzzle, and they're all beginning to fall into place. I need to get the Magatama right away. The Magatama of water. What's wrong, Furabe?
Don't move! It's all over for you.
We're not getting anywhere. They just keep coming.
I've had enough of your whining.
Let her go. Take your hands off her.
Shut your trap and put down your weapons like a good little boy.
Sorry, Lord Raiko. Forgive me, this is all my fault.
We were all prepared to attack the village, and you spoil our plans by coming here and attacking us first. I'm impressed that you got this far. For a kid to pull off something like this takes a lot of guts. So tell me your name.
I am Minamoto no Raiko.
So very beautiful. Your eyes are amazingly clear. I can see you're not a villager. Where are you from?
The capital. I came here on behalf of the Mikado to take back the stolen Magatama of water from you pirates.
That's what you think? We stole the Magatama? Look, Raiko, I think you may have gotten your facts a little mixed up here.
I must have the power of the Magatama at all costs. There is no other way to save the capital from the blight it is facing.
Are you so desperate to save the capital? It's obvious you could care less what happens to the Setoichi Sea.
What?
Because even a warrior from the capital should know that the Magatama of water is what brings peace to these waters, to my people, and you're crazy if you think we'll let you take it.
You can't expect us to believe your lies. We talked to the villagers, and they told us all about how you stole their money and their food, and how you even stooped so low as to murder a young girl.
That's enough.
They told us how you threw that young girl into the sea and drowned her. You're an animal.
You got no idea what you're talking about. It was those cowards from the village who killed Ayatake. Oh, look there, she tried to become Lord Torakuma's wife.
But they told me that she was engaged to one of the villagers.
I can't believe they said that. It was the villagers who refused to acknowledge their relationship.
Is this man telling the truth?
It happened 7 years ago.
7 years ago? Then that poem must be about...
That poem told of the day of our monthly meetings, but never in such a way that anyone would find out. I couldn't save the woman I loved. I can't ever forgive myself. But by the same token, I'll never forgive those imbeciles from the village for driving my sweet Ayataka to her death. I've already given you more explanation than a thief deserves. It's time for you to hand over that Magatama.
How's this happen?
Torakuma!
You got what you deserved. Who's the boss now, huh, Torakuma?
Toromuru, how did...
I'd be happy to put you out of your misery. Tarumaru, how did...
Toromuru, what are you doing?
Hope you don't mind. We followed you here and we've been hiding this whole time. 2 dogs fight for a bone while the third runs away with it.
Have you gone completely crazy?
You don't know how we've suffered at their hands all these years. It's going to make revenge all the sweeter. One last thing. I'd really like to know where you get off thinking that it was all right for you to just waltz in here and make off with the Magatama without our consent. That's right, you're not taking the Magatama! From here on, this isn't a cursed island. It will be a blessed island. We're taking this place over. Torakuma! No, get easy.
The Magatama, does it really mean that much to you?
Not another word. Just shut up and hand it over now.
It's finally clear to me. Look in their eyes, Raiko, and tell me what you see. It's the Magatama that drives them mad. It drives the whole world mad.
It can't be. I don't believe it. It can't be true.
Take that thing somewhere far away from here. You could take it to the capital or wherever you want. I don't care. Just promise you'll never bring it back here. We don't need her. Let the woman go, sir. I'm counting on you, Raiko.
You have my word. Torakuma! You've got to hang on.
Raiko.
You're wasting your strength. Please, you mustn't talk anymore.
I've been waiting for you. I had always thought that if anyone could bring peace to this chaotic world, that it would have to be someone like my Ayatake, a gentle, kind-hearted woman. And I was right, wasn't I, Raiko?
I know you're the one who can bring peace, not only to the capital, but to these seas as well.
Lord Raiko, we must hurry. We have to go.
Torakuma, you've got to come with us.
No, that's not possible. Ayatake is waiting for me to join her at the bottom of the sea. I cannot leave her down there all alone. Go now. I'll keep Taro Maru's men at bay. After all this time, I think I'm ready. Ayatake, our wait is over.
It wasn't easy, but we made it.
We must find Lord Raiko. So you are all right.
Urabe, I missed you. How you doing?
They're coming after us. We have to get out of here.
Those guys are a lot faster than I thought.
Hurry! Get everyone in the boat. I'll hold them off as long as I can.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Munson, hurry!
So all those watchtowers along the shore were actually lighthouses. And every time a different clan would take over, they'd rebuild them.
From what Torakuma said, I would imagine that the same struggle for the Magatama has been repeated over and over again for many years.
Now that the Magatama is gone, perhaps they can finally escape that vicious circle.
Poor Torakuma. Someday, I promise to bring about the kind of world where everyone can live in peace. Until then, please entrust your Magatama to me.
Lord Raiko, we must travel to Chinze, for there is but one last Magatama, and it resides with Shuten Doji of Kumaso.
Right, the last one, the Magatama of Fire.
It's a tsunami! There's nothing we can do! Just hold on as tight as we can!
Suna, Sadamitsu, Urabe. Don't tell me. These tracks are still fresh. Suna.
Who are you? Hey, what's going on? Where the heck did you come from? And what do you think you're doing here?
Well, I just...
I see. You're a foreigner, aren't you?
Wait a minute.
Well then,
No!
there's no use arguing.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to...
You filthy foreigner. You've had it now. You little brat. Hold it right there! We've had enough of your games. Now move it! Look at that! A Magatama! All right, who are you? And what are you doing with a Magatama? Hey, we better report this to Lord Shuten Doji.
Shuten Doji?
They didn't hurt you, did they?
Monsairaku.
And unless I am mistaken, you're Lady Hikaru.
Hikaru? Yeah.
Tell me, what brings my Lady Hikaru to the land of Shinsei?
Shinsei? I might ask the same of you, Monsairaku.
I've come here under orders from the Emperor to dedicate my dance to a shrine, but I became so transfixed by a splendid sunset that I lost track of the rest of my troupe. What about you?
Well, you see, I was on my way to Shinsei to dedicate my music, but then I got separated from my traveling companions.
So you and I are in the same boat, huh?
Yes, I suppose we are, aren't we?
I must say it was a stroke of genius to disguise yourself as a man on your journey.
Oh, I borrowed these clothes from one of my companions.
A woman's journey is fraught with many perils. What happened to you just now could happen again at any time. You always have to be on your guard. There are many Kumaso soldiers wandering about this area.
Those men back there were Kumaso soldiers? Well, whoever they were, thank you. You saved my life, Monsairaku. I'm sure that my companions must be worrying about me, so I must take my leave.
Wait. The Kumaso soldiers have no tolerance at all for foreigners. You shouldn't wander around alone.
But what about my companions? They must still be out looking for me.
It is going to be dark soon. Shouldn't you at least wait until the morning before you resume the search for your companions?
So those are the famous Kumaso soldiers. They're sure not the nicest looking guys I've ever seen. Dang it. Why'd we have to pick this side of the island to get shipwrecked on? Hey, stop making noise. I told you we need to be quiet. Huh? Whoa, you gave me a heart attack. Who the heck are you?
Hey, you smell like rice, mister. You know that?
What you looking at, you little moron? I'm a person. I'm not your box lunch.
Come on. Give me some of your rice. If you don't, I'm gonna yell.
Okay, hold on. I don't want you yelling. You little bandit. I'll give you some dry rice if you'll get out of here. Go on. That brat. What does he have to bug me for? This place is absolutely crawling with those soldiers. How am I going to find the Taisho and Urabe with them around? What are you doing back here?
Give me more.
You emptied that bag already? Sorry, but that was it.
Give me more, or I'm gonna yell.
Snot-nosed brat. Okay, you want it? Then go get it. And don't bother coming back. Where did he come from? What a greedy little pig. Who would raise a weasel like that? So, what the heck am I gonna do now?
The bag was empty. I really don't like liars.
There he is! It's the right thief!
What do you mean, rice thief? I mean you!
He brought his father.
What, are you guys crazy? I'm not this brat's father. Listen, I'd like to tell you all about it, but I gotta go.
Hey, we gotta stop them! Come on!
Grab you, sucker!
It sure looks like I stirred up a hornet's nest this time.
Lord Raiko.
You finally come to, Suna.
Urabe. Where is Lord Raiko?
As far as I can tell, we washed up on the beach because when I regained consciousness, you and I were alone there.
But that means...
Suna, you mustn't try to move. Your breathing and your heart rate are very weak, so you must lie still and rest for the time being.
I can't. There's no time to lose.
You don't have a choice. Now take this medicine. No need to be concerned. It's just something to help lower your fever. You mustn't push yourself too soon because you're in far worse condition than you realize.
All right. When will I be able to get around again?
Should you take the remaining doses of your medicine, I believe you'll be strong enough by daybreak.
It'll work that soon?
Now then, if you please.
I'm sorry.
Now you can warm yourself by the fire.
Thank you.
It would never do for you to catch a chill while you're traveling like this.
Mansaraku, does the loneliness bother you? Isn't it lonely being separated from everyone?
I wouldn't know because I've always been alone.
What about the people in your troop?
They're just occasional travel companions, that's all. But I prefer making my own way. It's not as if I have anywhere to go home to.
You mean there's no place that you call home?
Do you wish to return to the capital, Lady Hikaru?
Well, of course I do. It's the place I was born and raised. I have a lot of memories there.
I used to love it as well. The capital.
You used to love it?
I hate the capital as it is now. It's rotten to the core. Like an overripe fruit that has been left to rot.
I don't believe that's true. You're right that the capital does have a lot of bad aspects, but I think there's good there too. Every day I see hardworking people having a good time together, looking out for each other, and living life to its fullest. And besides, I'm certain that peace will return to the capital soon.
If I recall, your elder brother, Lord Raiko, is away from the capital and has gone in search of the Magatamas.
Yes, in order to bring stability to the capital.
Let's say that the Magatamas are retrieved and bring stability to the capital. No place but the capital will be affected. What will become of the rest of the nation, including this land?
Well, I believe that if the capital recovers, the other lands will heal as well. And that's why we need the Magatamas.
You truly believe, then, in the capital, in the Magatamas, and in your elder brother?
I feel so much better now. I'm certain it's because of your medicine. Thank you, Urabe.
Suna, do you think...
What is it?
It's just... Do you think that I can ever become one of you?
Don't be ridiculous. You've already proven yourself as a valuable member of our group.
That means so much to me. Now, if you please.
Thank you. Oh, sorry.
Of course.
My elder brother used to use this method whenever he built me a fire. When I think about it, it seems like he did everything for me. I never had to build my own fire. Someone always cooked my meals. There was even someone there to prepare my bed at night. Ever since I've been on this journey, my companions have done nearly everything for me. As long as I can remember, someone's always been there when I needed something. And in all that time, I never realized that someone was helping me. I've only thought about myself for my entire life, and never once have I taken the time to really think about others.
When I dance in the center of the stage, I can become an old man or a woman, or sometimes a demon or a god. However, there are certain feelings and emotions beyond human knowledge that I can never hope to convey. But there is one thing in this world infused with all the workings of the universe which has the power to do so.
What's that?
Music.
Music?
That's right. Some things can only be expressed when dance and music become one. And it is only then that I can truly become a god or a demon. Have you not found that to be true? Just as in the relationship between you and your companions.
Dance and music.
Why are you following me, huh? Look, do me a favor and get lost, will you?
Yeah, sure.
What's the point of getting lost when you come the same way I do?
This is the way I want to go. You can go the other way if you want to.
Oh, yeah, like I'm gonna go back there, idiot.
Mansaraku, why do you dance?
To make other people happy. At least that's what I'd like to think. But the truth is, I'm not sure myself. It's just that if I can cause someone to laugh or cry or be stirred by some kind of emotion with my dancing.
There's such a power to your dancing, it's difficult to put into words.
I wonder if that's really true. Still, what else can I do now but dance?
That day I met you at Rashomon, you taught me something. To not only play my flute for myself, but to play for others and to live my life so that others might find happiness.
You mean I taught you all that in one day? You're sure about that?
Because of what you did that day, I was able to get through a very difficult time in my life.
Whatever you did was because your spirit was strong, not because of any powers that I have. Still, if I did help you in any small way, then that makes me happy. It gives some purpose to my dancing.
Come on, Urabe.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Well, we should go search for Lord Raiko.
Yes.
Who's there?
Urabe, hey!
Oh, Suramitsu!
That's great. It's only you.
Don't give me that it's only you stuff. I know you're glad to see me.
It appears that you survived.
Right, I can smell it!
Where did this child come from?
Don't mind him. He's just something I picked up.
And since when are you in the habit of just picking up children?
There they are! Not again. Kumaso soldiers.
Huh? You say they're Kamasos?
We caught up with you, and you won't escape this time.
I want you to take the child and hide, Urabe.
All right.
Well, Sadamitsu, let's do it.
You got it.
What do you think of that, smart guy?
Get away! Now!
It can't be.
Now I've got you, you great big old bear!
What the? What do you know? When the lady was threatened, he turned it on. You're pretty awesome for a snot-nosed brat.
That's right! I want that guy!
The child's truly incredible, and he's a lot handier to have in a battle than Sadamitsu.
Hey, come on, give me a break.
Mansaraku.
Lord Raiko!
Lord Raiko, it's you!
Taisho, long time no see.
You're all here.
Lord Raiko, thank goodness you're safe.
I'm fine. I'm sorry if I made you worry. So none of you were injured?
No.
And who's this?
Sadamitsu kind of took this waif in.
He didn't give me much choice. He just started tagging along behind.
Yes.
Huh? What are you up to now?
There's something around here that smells really amazing.
Tell me you're not looking for food again.
There!
Hey, wait up! Ah. Ah. Hmm?
So far, my homeland.
Sadamitsu! I got in that whip of something really good, and look, I was right! I got a whole bunch of them, enough for you too!
I'll have a few later, okay? Hey, Urabe, do you know if there are any soldiers with yellow hair in the Kumaso ranks?
I don't recall ever hearing of anyone who looks like that. Why do you ask, Sadamitsu?
No special reason.
Is that it?
That's the Kumaso stronghold, huh?
Let's get a closer look to make sure.
That's a good idea, because we need to learn as much as we can about this fortress as soon as possible.
Yes, you're right.
I've never seen that style of architecture anywhere before. How is it that such an obviously different culture has come to be in this part of the country?
And look how big it is. They've got to have a pretty sizable garrison behind those walls. What do we do now?
Was that lightning? The noise, the bright flash.
Could it be a gunpowder shell?
What did you say?
I read something about it in a document. The gunpowder shell looks like a ball of fire when it's thrown, and when it explodes, there is a tremendous flash of light. This technology was invented overseas, in China, but I never dreamed that the Kumasos would have it as well.
We're going to die if we stay where we are. We've got to move.
Here comes some more!
Run!
year, the crispness in the air after a rainfall is quite sublime.
Indeed it is. Seme, the Minister of the Right and I have come here to the Onmyorio for a reason. We feel that this would be an appropriate time to set a date for the new Emperor's ascension to the throne.
Indeed. What would be a suitable day, Seme?
The upcoming Tsuchinoe Day would be most opportune.
Tsuchinoe? The same day the previous emperor collapsed? You would have his successor mark this joyous occasion on such an ill-fated day?
Yang is produced in a yin environment. In that way, they achieve perfect harmony. Layering yin upon yin would do very little to enhance the quality of this balance.
Indeed. Do you agree, Minister of the Right?
Let's see now. If such is the opinion of Seme, then perhaps we would be best to defer to his judgment.
Well, I suppose you're right. Then that's what we'll do.
With each change of the seasons, there should be one rare flower among all the temporary blooms. How fragrant are the hydrangeas.
Just as I once read in a document from China. They make these weapons by mixing saltpeter, sulfur, and charcoal. I think it's possible that I could make a similar device if I were able to get a hold of those materials.
Really?
It might require a little time, but yes, I think I could.
If we're to enter that fortress and take back the Magatama, the only way to do it is by creating a state of utter chaos. If there is any chance at all, I'd like you to try.
Of course, Lord Raiko. After all, this is the last Magatama. I don't want to see the citizens of the capital suffer any more than you.
Thank you.
I'm curious, Kintaro. You told me you were born on Ashigarayama, right? So then, where's your mother?
Mother? I don't have one.
What? You don't have one?
How about you, Sadamitsu? Where were you born?
I spent most of my childhood in the capital. My father and mother died when I was young.
So is it a good place?
Oh, that's right. You haven't seen it. The capital, I mean.
No. So is it a good place or not?
Yeah, I'd say it's a pretty interesting place. There's some nice-looking women, and the sake's good. And right around this time of year, all the hydrangeas should be in full bloom.
Hydrangeas? Do they taste as good as octopus?
No, they're flowers. But if push came to shove, I suppose you could eat them. I remember when I was a little kid, I used to sneak over to see the hydrangeas at Suzakuin all the time. The flowers were everywhere, covering all the walls. You never saw anything as pretty as that. The priest there was a scary old coot. If he caught you hanging around, he'd whack you a good one. Hey, pay attention. Oh, well. So, I guess neither one of us has a place to go home to.
Well, what's so great about having a place to go home to anyway?
Good question. I don't have an answer.
Look, I made one.
So that's a gunpowder shell. Frankly, I'm astonished that you could do it.
Doesn't look like it'll taste good. This isn't something to eat.
But how powerful is it, Urabe? Will you show us, please?
Of course, my lord. The shell will explode in just a moment. We should take cover behind the rocks.
Well, so far that thing hasn't made so much as a peep.
Perhaps it wasn't packed tightly enough, or maybe there was a problem with the saltpeter and the fuse.
It's not working? Then I'll go bring it back for you to fix.
No, wait! You should give it another moment.
I hope the kid's not going to take a bite out of that thing.
Surely no. Oh, why'd he do that? But still it worked. That was the right design to use, wasn't it?
Yeah, real funny. Yuck it up. Hey there, Kintaro! Are you still with us?
That tasted really nasty. If I were you, I wouldn't bother trying it.
Those wretches from the capital. If we stay, it's only a matter of time before they come to destroy us. The only question left is who's going to make the first move. Hey, just think about it. We've a powerful ally who's willing to give us the backup we need. Chance of a lifetime. As long as he's on our side, there's no way that we can go wrong. So come with us. Looks like you're still clinging to memories left over from your former life. You told me that you are happy with the life you have here, but it's clearly apparent that at this point in time your heart is somewhere else. Or am I wrong? I shall rule over the entire world.
What do you think?
Amazing.
That was very impressive. Well done, Urabe.
Thank you very much, Lord Raiko.
So this is the power of the gunpowder shell.
Now the question is how to use it to our best advantage.
This will be our strategy. We'll throw the fortress into total chaos with the gunpowder shells as our supporting cast, yet the most crucial role in this operation will be played by this.
And what is that?
This cylinder represents the very core of our strategy. You see, to prevail when vastly outnumbered, the underdog must exceed the enemy's expectations.
Yeah, but can we count on those things working?
There's no doubt in my mind. The extensive testing I've done will bear this out, and the attack on the fortress this evening shall be known as Operation Starlit Storm.
What is it?
Nothing.
Under normal circumstances, it would never be possible to capture the fortress with only the 5 of us. However, if we manage to recover the last Magatama, we will save countless lives of those suffering in the capital. To get this done, we'll have to split up. Suna and I will try to get inside. I'm counting on the rest of you to keep the enemy as busy as possible.
Hey, now, hold on a minute. Let me go with you this time.
Why?
Well, for one thing, it's my turn to take a shot at playing the hero. Here.
There's no stopping him. I'm off too. Don't forget, you've got to back us up.
Lord Raiko!
Suna! You've been given your job to do.
Yes, you're right.
Now, we prepare to attack. Let Operation Starlit Storm begin. Here they come. Let's give them a taste of their own medicine.
Out of the way, Sadamitsu!
There's no one coming out to fight us. What's the deal?
I have no idea. Could be a trap. Stay alert.
What incredible firepower! How many troops are inside that fortress?
Kintaro, no!
Are you all right?
Don't worry about me. Come on, we gotta keep pounding them.
Kintaro.
Here comes another one.
What the?
The Magatama.
My name's Usui no Sadamitsu. Are you Shuten Toji? Hey now, that doesn't look very nice. Well, you're no gentleman.
It looks as if they've stopped their attack.
I don't know what this means, but whatever it is, I know I don't like it. Lord Raiko!
Where can it be? Where did they take it? Who are you?
Isn't it obvious? We're the women of the fortress.
I'm a warrior from the capital, and my name is Minamoto no Raiko. Please, don't worry. You needn't be frightened. I'm not here to hurt you. The only reason we've come here is to recover the Magatama of fire.
To recover the Magatama? That's a likely story. We know you really want to kill us all and take over our land.
No, you're wrong. The only reason we are here is to return the Magatama to its rightful place and save the people in the capital who are suffering. We've no intention of hurting you. It would serve no purpose.
What do you know? We had heard that the warriors from the capital were nothing but a bunch of barbarians. So apparently you're not all like that.
Help me. I need information. Tell me what kind of place this fortress is. I was told it's the stronghold of the Kumasos.
Yes, sir, it's true that this is the stronghold of the Kumasos. However, none of the women you see here are members of the Kumaso clan. But still, the Kumasos have treated outsiders like us with nothing but the utmost kindness. It was here that I met my husband and was blessed with my child. As a woman, I could not have found any more happiness than I have living here.
That's pretty good. Not many people could hold their own against me, even in the capital. What, are you waiting till I'm ready? Right, then let's get to it.
So, there are no Kumaso soldiers here?
The only soldier that's still here is her husband, Ivan.
Ivan?
Perhaps you should explain to him.
Ivan is the soldier who came to this place from a land far to the north.
Another land? Then that's where you got your gunpowder technique.
That's right. It's one of the things Ivan taught us. But my husband is a modest man, a kind-hearted man. Lord Shuten appreciates not just his knowledge, but his personality as well. I do believe that my husband is happy here, but Ivan is always looking towards the sea, as if he misses his homeland.
Your style of fighting, it's not pretty.
I understand. So do you have any idea where Lord Shuten Doji is now?
Well, that's the thing. Something's happened and Lord Shuten's been acting crazy.
We're waiting, and we keep hoping that he'll get better, the way he was before. We feel so bad for poor Ivan left here to protect the fortress alone.
He's the only one?
Ivan, no! Are you all right? You're not hurt, are you? Please tell me you're all right.
Sadamitsu,
Hey, Taisho, what's going on here?
this man is her husband, Ivan. He came here from a distant land.
Wait a minute. You're married to this guy?
Yes, and this baby is ours. It was Ivan's job to protect this place until everyone returns.
Where have they gone?
Shuten Doji is going to the capital. He plans to burn Heian-kyo to the ground.
Is that true? What about the Magatama?
Shuten Doji took it with him.
My husband let us leave. I know that Lord Shuten will forgive us. I will follow you wherever you need to go, even if it's beyond the sea back to your homeland.
I think you got it all wrong. See, your husband is in his homeland now. His homeland is here in Shinsei with you and your child.
My new homeland.
I wish I could be in your shoes. You're a lucky man having a woman like her who loves you so much. You know, you just made me realize I hardly ever think about my own homeland. But I guess now, I'm beginning to appreciate the fact that I have one. I feel like it's about time I go back to Suzakuin to see the hydrangeas bloom.
Magatamas? We beg of you, Lord Raiko, please say you've come bearing good fortune, please. Lord Raiko.
All right, enough. We're passing through. Let us get by, will you?
Everyone looks so hungry.
The capital looks even more ravaged than it was when we left.
We must find the Magatama of Fire soon, for it's the only one that remains out of her hands.
We know Shuten Doji has the Magatama in his possession, but where is he?
He's around here. I know it. He's just biding his time, waiting for the right moment to attack.
You only returned with one, then what about the Magatama of Fire?
We traveled to the Kumaso stronghold in Shinsei, only to find that Shuten Doji had already departed for the capital with his troops. The stronghold was completely empty. The Magatama of Fire is still in his possession.
What? He plans to attack us?
You're making this up because of your failure to retrieve the Magatama.
I speak the truth. Shuten Doji has amassed an army of 1,000 men, and at this moment he's deciding when to attack us. I implore you not to delay in bolstering the capital's defenses.
You really think it's possible to bring down the capital with a mere 1,000 men? Our forces here are 20,000 strong, Raiko.
Yes, but Shuten is intending on using a strange new technology from China called gunpowder shells.
Seimei, what do you think of this?
To be able to claim victory when you have caught the enemy unaware, is that not using a rare and unusual truth to its greatest effect? If Lord Raiko insists his story to be true, then I believe it would be wise to post 5,000 Kabishi at each of the capital's gates. Moreover, seeing as how Lord Raiko appears to be most weary due to his hasty flight from Shinsei, I believe some rest will do him good.
Well, what a fine idea, Seimei.
A coward such as Raiko should be left to skulk in the back of his house. You are dismissed, Raiko. We're placing you under house arrest until this is resolved.
You are hereby confined, Raiko.
As for the celebration for the return of the 5 Magatamas, perhaps a Sancha drawn through the streets?
Ah, now that is a splendid idea indeed.
What? They've confined you? Under orders from the Minister of the Left?
Yes, on the advice of Abe no Seimei.
That cursed, sneaky white fox.
Lord Seimei is an Onmyoji of the highest virtue. I'm sure he only spoke out of concern for Lord Raiko's well-being.
All I can think is that he must be planning on taking credit for finding the last Magatama himself.
He is the head of the Onmyo and has the trust of the Emperor. What need has he for such vainglory as this?
All I know is that only fools trust the Onmyojis.
Okay, kids, let's take it easy. It's depressing enough around here. Let's not add to it by fighting amongst ourselves. Isn't that right, Taisho?
What's done is done. Now we have to put our heads together and come up with a plan to save the capital.
Why not grab our weapons and storm Shutendoji's camp?
How, when we don't even know where it is? I haven't seen any sign of Kumaso troops since returning to the capital. Have you?
All I've seen are those traveling performer types who must be here for the Emperor's ascension ceremony, and those mountain priests who burn the Goma for their incantations.
Goma? We're not gonna have to eat sesame dumplings.
Not that kind of Goma. Go to sleep.
Yeah.
Huh. You mean the Goma they burn when they pray for the Emperor's long and peaceful reign? Where are they doing that?
From the word I picked up in the capital, it's going to be at Oyama.
At Oyama? But I thought the main temple in this area is Kinko-sen in Yoshino. The capital lies to the southwest of Oyama, which is known as the Demon's Back Gate. That direction is normally shunned. Why would they perform there?
Sounds fishy to me. You know, now that I think of it, the women being sent to Shuten weren't just from Hitachi, were they? I'll bet that the Kumasos aren't the only ones in league with that guy.
The Magatamas were possessed by 5 separate tribes, one in each region, and that tribal leader controlled that region. It's not too far-fetched to assume that all those tribes have ties to Shutendoji.
If you add the regional tribes to the Kumaso troops, there's no telling how many warriors we'll be up against, even with 5,000 soldiers protecting the gates.
This is bad news.
Lord Raiko, what is it?
I'm going to Oyama. I intend to find out if that's where Shuten is waiting. If I provide him with proof, I'm certain the Emperor will take action.
Lord Raiko, you must remember that you have been placed under confinement by the Minister of the Left.
In that case, I shall return to the Onmyo-ryo to speak with Lord Seimei and ask him to lift the sentence of confinement.
But you can't go there.
There's no need for concern, Suna. I'm sure Lord Seimei will be more than understanding.
If Shutendoji's stronghold is in Oyama, we can't bust in there without some sort of strategy.
I have a plan that should work. To hide in the forest, be a tree. To hide in the mountains, you must be a rock.
Lord Raiko, I have a favor to ask of you. I am asking you to consider staying behind.
Why is that?
It is our job as your retainers to investigate Oyama for you. There is no reason for you to violate your order of confinement.
No, Suna. You can't expect me to send my retainers into hostile enemy territory, whilst I, their lord and friend, stay here at home in power and safety.
Lord Raiko, I mean Lady Hikaru. Never forget that you are first and foremost Lady Hikaru and not your brother. Your happiness as a woman depends on—
Suna! I beg you, don't say another word. My resolve will crumble. Please leave me alone now. Am I not capable of saving the capital? My brother, I am so...
Wait. Are you going to the Onmyo-ryo now?
Yes, I am.
In that case, I shall escort you. I must get Onikirimaru honed immediately, and since the Onmyo-ryo is on my way... You have always been a great help to me. At first, I suspected that you might be a court spy sent by the ministers to watch over us during this journey of ours. But I've come to believe that those fears were groundless.
I do not blame you for those thoughts, Suna, for at the time, all I could think about was recovering the Magatamas by whatever means necessary. But now, my only concern is that I do everything within my power to keep all of you safe, and nothing else matters. Oh, Suna, both you and Lord Raiko have grown very dear to my heart.
Oh! I have?
That's right. You, Sadamitsu, and Kintaro are all my dear friends.
Yes, I see.
Suna, you can't be.
Don't say anything. It happens from time to time, that's all.
But Suna...
Just don't say anything to Lord Raiko. I beg you, Urabe.
Beautiful clouds spread long and thick, and occasional sunlight can be seen. Through the bamboo blinds, I see the red plums blooming everywhere. Next year, these flowers will be seen by another. My elderly father's garden shall be ravaged by the wind and rain. My brother, please tell me why. Will the words in your poem truly come to pass?
I've been looking for you, my dear.
Father.
Raiko, I mean, Hikaru. It was I who chose to send you on these dangerous journeys in your brother's place. But losing you, that would be far more terrible than not upholding the reputation of our family. No more adventures. I want you to stay here with me.
Father, I have only to recover the Magatama of fire.
All I wish for you now is to find happiness by taking another's hand in marriage. In fact, I've summoned a woman to help you with your bridal preparations. I'll bring her here right away.
Please, Father, I don't want to!
Hikaru! I do not want to lose another child ever again. And your brother Raiko deserves a proper and formal burial. Now then, Hikaru, come with me. Hikaru!
Lord Seimei, I have come here to ask that you intervene on Lord Minamoto no Raiko's behalf and have his confinement lifted. The Kumazu clan, led by Shutendoji, are outside the gate, and they will lay siege until the capital has fallen.
Urabe, how would you read this?
Do you mean the Magatamas? The principles of Onmyo Gojyo tell us that wood begets fire, and that fire begets earth. Earth begets metal, which in turn begets water, which begets wood, and so on. The 5 elements in balance. To save the capital, there remains only one, the Magatama of fire.
Where precisely would you draw the line between good and evil? Above all, your true intentions must be strong and terrible.
Montserrat.
The melody from your flute was carried to me on the wind like a sorrowful voice longing to see me.
Montserrat,
Why it is your heart is dark and full of grief, I do not know. But if my dancing can help lift up your saddened spirits, then please, allow me to send a beacon of light to the shadows in your heart.
If only this moment would last forever.
If only someday I could dance for no one but you.
Montserrat, I'm so grateful I met you.
And I you. Your flute eases the pain in my heart.
You dance the grief of the people, and you dance for the veneration of the deceased. Magatamas have been the cause of fighting and destroyed lives. I no longer understand the meaning or the purpose of this journey that I've undertaken. But I'm certain, once it is behind me, I know that I will find the answers, and then I'm sure I'll want to...
I, too, want to be with you. But
we can't right now.
Till we meet again.
Suna. have been here all this time?
Lady Hikaru, what's this?
A poem my brother wrote for me before he died.
Look at this.
To hide in the forest, become a tree, huh? What a great idea, I tell ya. Uruga's a real genius, isn't she?
Yeah, maybe I ought to try being more like her. That woman!
Over there!
It's Oyama. Sorry to keep you waiting. The kid wouldn't leave until I whipped up some lunch to bring along.
Rice balls are great!
Sadamitsu.
The person who wrote that poem was someone Lord Raiko trusted implicitly, and he wrote it from his deathbed.
It's hard to make out. The words are kind of smudged.
Can you read it now?
It says Seimei has a hidden agenda. You don't think Seimei's in league with the Komaso clan, do you?
The Komaso troops positioned themselves on Oyama to attack on the day of the Emperor's ascension. It just seems too well organized.
But if he has an informer within the capital, keeping him abreast on events, then it all makes sense. It would seem Abe no Seimei is pulling the strings.
Urabe hasn't shown up yet, has she? Don't tell me that she's...
Urabe will be here. She values every single one of us as her friends. That is what she told me.
Ibaraki.
My Lord Shuten, the appointed time of attack is yet to come upon us.
Ha. Burn the capital to the ground and kill the people of Heian-kyo!
One who brings forth again the flower of the spring just past shows not the timely bloom.
So then, are you saying now is the time for change? But if that's the case, then we must aid Lord Raiko all the more. Yes, Lord Seimei?
Urabe, you do believe that I wish to put an end to all the suffering and grief that exists in our world, do you not? You understand, don't you, Urabe?
Lord Seimei.
Stop cowering, you fool. Have you no shame?
Abe no Seimei has arrived.
Thank goodness. Send him in.
Seimei, what should we do? The insurgents attacking the capital. They're like wild animals.
The god of victory, the god of defeat. The battle lines have been drawn, but we will surely be protected.
What?
The capital shall be protected by the god of victory.
Are you quite certain of that?
Yes, Seimei, you're right, of course. Since that's the case, it will be possible to go ahead with the succession ceremony as we planned, on the day that you've proposed.
Minister of the Left, it won't be much longer until our dreams are realized.
Keep up the good work.
It's a lovely sight, isn't it? If I were to make a comparison, a blazing inferno would have to be the most fitting.
Lord Shuten, may I ask what is going on here? Our agreement was to act 3 days from now. And there's another matter. When are you planning on handing over the Magatama of Fire? If I recall, you had promised to deliver the Magatama to the Onmyo-ryo as soon as you arrived in the capital. In return, we've given you the date of the succession ceremony when defenses will be spread thin.
I'd forgotten. It completely slipped my mind. Please excuse me. I've forgotten to properly entertain my noble guests from the Onmyo-ryo. Being just a commoner from the countryside, I have no grasp of the Heian-kyo etiquette. Pray, forgive me. So, Shuten sake isn't good enough for you. Stupid capital men! going to let up! No one rests! We have to fire off every last one of those Musasabis by sundown! Aren't those savages ever going to stop? I can't take any more!
Sadamitsu.
Those barbarians are not going to destroy our land while I'm still alive!
Come back here, Sadamitsu.
Doesn't it make you sick seeing the capital being laid to waste like this? What were we risking our lives for all this time, chasing after the Magatama?
Sadamitsu.
What is it, Taisho? Are you going to try to stop me too?
You're not the only one here who's feeling bitterness.
What's your point?
I'd like nothing more than to go after them myself. But what good would vanquishing the Kumaso troops do? That's not our purpose for coming. This is what we need to accomplish now. We must convince Shutendoji to stop the carnage and then seize the Magatama. And to make that happen, we're going to need you here beside us, Sadamitsu.
Guess you're right. I'll stay. But there's one thing. I'm ready to follow you all the way to the bottom of hell if I have to. And you'd better remember that, Taisho.
Right. We shall stop Shutendoji no matter what. After that, we are going to save the capital ourselves. Come on, let's go.
What do you think, Ibaraki? The capital is resting nicely in the palm of my hand now. I will make the decision whether they live or die. Amusing, wouldn't you say?
Lord Shuten, please. I don't understand the brutality you've shown. I cannot see the justification for your actions. What you've launched on the capital is nothing but a massacre. Lord Shuten.
Ibaraki, what a kind-hearted woman you are. You let the people in the capital cause you so much worry. The capital belongs to me now. It's up to me to decide what happens next.
But I thought the only reason we came here was to secure a promise from the capital not to attack Shinsei. I'm sure all the other clans are here for the same reason.
Besides what?
We Kumasos already have a beautiful homeland of our own in Shinsei, don't we? Isn't that enough for you? Would it not be better just to sign a peace treaty with the capital and return to Shinsei immediately?
Since when are you so high and mighty that you can tell me what to do? Have you forgotten all the bloodshed that we've endured? All the torture and shame we've suffered at the hands of the capital for all these years? We're here to settle an old score, that's all.
But now we're finally in a position where we're able to speak on equal terms with the capital. Please reconsider.
If you find my decision so revolting, then the choice is yours, and you must decide. Either go back to Shinsei by yourself, or kill me here where I stand.
I just want our lives to be how they were. Every one of us pulling together the way we always used to and living our lives in peace in Shinsei.
What is it?
We're almost there. Let's go.
Forget it, Kintaro. We've gotta go.
Wait, I can get it.
Little moron. Come on, we don't have time for games.
Wait, hold on. My rice balls. Oh, I found them.
Come on, we gotta get out of here.
Those two. I'd better get down there.
Wait, Suna.
Are the two of you from the land of Dewa? We Kumasos have come prepared for battle, ready to forfeit our lives to retaliate against the capital. Yet you have your child in tow. Get back to your post at once!
Sadamitsu, Kintaro, are you all right?
You handled those soldiers well.
Sadamitsu.
The gunpowder shells are only a decoy. The enemy's attacking from the sky! No need to guard the gates! All warriors are to retreat within the city and protect the Imperial Palace!
Yes, sir! We are all on foot. Even if we did make it to the capital, we couldn't possibly overtake them. It seems hopeless.
That's true, but remember, we're the only ones who have been able to infiltrate Oeyama.
Yeah, and when I see him, I'm gonna take that butcher Shuten down with my bare hands!
All right, let's hurry.
Now what? Should we bust in?
I don't want to wage a futile battle. I want to avoid any conflict. I've decided that it's better to go alone.
But Lord Raiko, that would be suicide.
I want you to wait here for me.
I'm going too.
Who might you be?
My name, sir, is Minamoto no Raiko. I've come to ask a favor of you. Innocent people are dying. You must stop this barbaric attack.
What?
I have seen it myself. The Kumaso homeland. When I was there, I got to meet many of your people who have nothing but the utmost faith in you. If you have agreements with the capital, let me intercede with the Emperor. Please, withdraw your troops immediately.
Ah, a visit from a crazy big-mouthed brat. Not only that, but the fool dares to show up here completely unarmed.
Remember, you still have a beautiful homeland waiting back in Shinsei. Who's going to lead your people if you're not there for them?
I thought the sake tasted unusually rancid tonight. Is that your doing, moron?
Shuten Doji! If you persist with this brutality, you will pay the price. Withdraw your troops at once and hand over the Magatama of Fire.
Very well, then. Go back and tell Abe no Seimei this. As we promised, the Kumaso armies will withdraw at once.
Does that mean...
You have my word. As soon as I've killed you and burned the capital to the ground.
No!
Lord Shuten!
Who would like to be next?
I beg of you, stop! I didn't come here to start a fight with you!
Now then, why don't you tell me your little story of why you have come? If you've nothing to say, then you've left me no choice.
Taisha, there's no use trying to reason with him. There's no way to get the Magatama except by overpowering him.
Power! That's right, power is everything! What could be easier to understand?
If you lay one finger on Lord Shuten, then you're going to have to answer to Ibaraki.
Send more troops!
My lord, I've used up all my arrows!
I too have run out.
You won't have your way with the House of Minamoto!
Lord Shuten, no!
Sake!
Lord Shuten, you mustn't! Lord Shuten, please, no! Lord Shuten!
Ibaraki! Lord Shuten, the demon! Lord Shuten!
Power's the key. Let's see you try to stop me with what little power you have. No.
Lord Shuten, let's just go home now. To our homeland.
Ibaraki!
Lord Raiko! Raiko, are you all right?
You people. This, what you wanted. Take it with you, please. Hurry. But you mustn't let Seimei have it. Not ever.
What are you talking about? What is Seimei planning on doing?
I don't know. All I know is that Abe no Seimei has proven that he has no regard for the value of a human life. I only wish that Lord Shiten had never met that man, Hibaraki. This didn't have to happen. We could have lived a happy life back in their homeland. I know that you're only doing what you can to protect your homeland as well. Hurry, please leave. There will be no stopping our soldiers. You must go while there's still time.
We've got to go.
Stars. They are so very beautiful. They are the same stars we saw at home. Lord Shiten.
Urabe, are you all right? You were so late returning from the Onmyoryo. We were all starting to worry about you.
Hey, now the old gang's finally all back together again. I'm just not quite as sharp without you around, Urabe.
Urabe!
What's the matter?
In Lord Raiko's quest, but from the first day she appeared, she's always acted in his best interest. How many times has she saved us from disaster?
Well, here I thought that you never took your eyes off the Tai Show. But you've been keeping a lookout with that good eye.
Urabe. I'm sure she'll come back to us.
Metal conquers wood, wood conquers earth, earth conquers water, water conquers fire, fire conquers metal. You've placed the 5 elements in enmity with one another. I know that both affinity and enmity must exist in the universe to maintain the balance between yin and yang. But by its very essence, the enmity you'd create would upset that balance and curse the land and its people with death and destruction. My Lord Seimei, if you want to help your people, then why would you subject them to this curse? Why not celebrate those lives instead?
Bring me the Magatama of fire.
If your intentions are what you say, and you intend to rid the world of suffering, then take the suffering and nothing else.
Where's Seimei? Seimei, is that you? Seimei, you assured us there was nothing to fear, so naturally we took you at your word. But the disturbance is getting worse every minute. It'll be impossible to hold the succession ceremony now.
Those gunpowder shells are simply horrible. The first explosion nearly scared me to death.
Well, what do you think we should do, Seimei? Well, now.
The Magatama of fire!
Does this mean what I think it does?
Yes, my lord. He who sets the last Magatama in place shall see his desires fulfilled, and the world will change according to his will.
Well done, my lord. Don't stand there. Give him the Magatama.
Hurry, Minister of the Left, please, hurry!
Don't rush me. My hand alone shall put the final Magatama into its place with the others. Now give me the Magatama.
I will not give you the Magatama of fire, not yet. I must know what Lord Seimei intends to use it for first.
You have to give it to him. If you want to save the capital, you must give it to him at once.
Please, Lord Seimei, please answer me.
It is said in secret rituals that in all things perfection is located at the point of harmonic balance between yin and yang.
Soon, this isn't a good time to start getting clumsy.
Forgive me.
Oh my gosh. Is that the capital? Are those burned out ruins all that's left?
Lord Seimei, why don't you answer? Do you never intend on telling me your true intentions? During my time with Lord Raiko, I came to know the people of this land, people here in the city, and the Satochi Sea Pirates, the Kumaso. They have different names and different ways of life, but they all survive because of the one thing they have in common, loyalty to their friends and family.
Nonsense and drivel, young lady. What's your point?
I've been a student my entire life, but no book or professor could have taught me what I learned with Lord Raiko. I learned how people look out for each other and share in each other's joys and sorrows, how beautiful and noble they can be.
That's enough! Hand over the Magatama at once!
Lord Seimei, I I now share Lord Raiko's feelings about our world and its people. I wish to save as many of those people as I can, those who fight to survive and never give up. I want to live alongside them, to live my life as they live theirs.
Lord Raiko is a young warrior. It is quite impossible for him to understand my intentions. But you, Urabe, you of all people should understand.
No, I do not understand. My Lord Seimei, I'm heartbroken. You were my mentor, and I respected and admired you. But now I, Urabe, can no longer follow your lead. The Lord Seimei I knew always prayed for the well-being of others. He cared not only about the Emperor or the citizens of the capital, but for people everywhere, those in distant villages or remote hamlets. He cared about them all.
Do you not see? It is because I care about them all that I will do this. Can you not see that? You, of all people.
I'm sorry to have to disappoint you, but why you're committing such a terrible act is beyond my understanding. Lord Seimei, please forgive me.
You there, stop! She's taken the Magatama of fire! It shouldn't take long to capture her. She's just a woman after all.
Don't let her leave the Onmyorio.
Yes, sir.
Like the minister said, she won't get far. She's just a woman.
Look under every rock if you have to. She's got to be around here somewhere.
It is said in secret rituals that in all things, perfection is located at the point of harmonic balance between yin and yang. My dear Lord Seimei, what's perfection? I don't have any idea what perfection means to you. Who's there?
I don't hear a sound.
No one's here.
I'm sure that Seimei knows that we'll be showing up here at some point in order to take back the Magatama. I would have expected him to be lying in wait for us.
Remember, Lord Raiko, this is the Onmyorio. We must not let down our guard.
The place is empty.
So we were too late? But unless I'm wrong, Seimei was here until just a short while ago, praying.
Man, this place is so musty.
Sure is.
Urabe. Lord Raiko, I hold you in the highest regard and beg you to accept my heartfelt apology. Now you must hurry to Rashomon.
Why to Rashomon? Urabe, why did you take the Magatama?
My lord, I have always lived my life according to the guidance and counseling I received from Lord Seimei and his teachings, because I believed it was the path I was meant to take. I believed that Lord Seimei was the only one who could bring about a peaceful settlement and save the capital. Little did I know that. Please, you must forgive me. When I finally understood, I prepared for an honorable death, praying to be destroyed along with the Magatama, but this too I was denied.
I didn't know you felt so strongly about this.
Lord Seimei changed the Magatama so they were placed not in a pentagon of affinity, but a pentacle of enmity.
Enmity?
Yes, affinity's opposing power. You see, affinity holds things together. Enmity tears them apart. Wood, fire, and earth, metal, and water have to be aligned in that order to coexist, otherwise they're in enmity and fly apart. Lord Raiko, were you aware that before you departed on your quest, heavily armed troops sent from the capital had already recovered 2 of the Magatama, those of metal and of wood?
Come to think of it, when the Regent set down the Magatama of Earth, the Magatamas of metal and wood were already in place.
Lord Seimei manipulated the method by which the Magatamas were to be gathered, and aligned them that way in relation to one another, in order to create enmity between the elements and thereby destroy the world.
But Seimei said that whoever places the last Magatama is the one who will decide what happens to the world.
He invented that so people would be eager to find them, but the final outcome will be entirely different, depending on the order in which the Magatama were gathered and positioned, and the result will be a state of either affinity or enmity. In fact, the Tsuchigumo clan, the pirates, and the Kumaso clan, The very path we traveled as we were seeking the Magatamas was itself a path towards enmity.
And the capital? If the Magatamas are restored in the wrong order, what will become of the capital?
The Magatamas will be released from the cursed seal, and each will start emanating a fiery pillar of light, which will then descend on the city. Everything will be destroyed, all will die, and the capital will exist no more.
No, it can't be! The whole reason I undertook the quest for the Magatamas was that I believed it would save the people. And now you're saying that all those battles we fought, what have I done? And why? For what? No, what have I... What's the matter? How did this happen? Did Seimei do this to you?
Urabe.
What's going on?
Urabe! Before the pillars of light arise, you must stop Lord Seimei. Before the pillars arise.
Urabe, you're going to be all right, but you've got to fight to hold on.
I do beg your forgiveness, Lord Suna. Please do me one favor. Look after Lord Raiko. Please.
Urabe! Come on! Urabe! Urabe! Urabe!
Knock it off. Kintaro. A real man cries within, not in front of others.
Let's go. To save the capital. We're going to foil Seimei's plot, no matter what the cost. It's our duty to Urabe.
The time has come.
What is this? What are you men doing here?
We have been ordered to execute the criminal Minamoto no Raiko, as well as anyone who helps him carry out his unlawful acts.
Are you insane? We are honorable men who have come to stop Abe no Seimei from carrying out his...
Silence, you liar! We already know of your heinous plan to use the chaos of the battle to steal the Magatama. The Minister of the Left was therefore duty-bound to issue a warrant for your execution as a traitor.
A traitor?
How dare they call you a traitor, Lord Raiko?
There are only 4 of them. There's nothing to fear. Get them!
Yes, sir! Come on. Think it's gonna be easy? Think again. Here I am. Bring it on! You'd better be ready to meet your maker.
Aha! The last Magatama.
The Magatama of fire. Well done.
Now then, Minister of the Left. Please put the Magatama of fire into place.
Once I place this in its proper position, the world will be mine to rule, and a splendid world it will be. What are you doing? How dare you?
I'll put the Magatama in place, not you.
That is one event that will never occur, I promise you.
I won't let you stop me. The next world will be mine.
Put the Magatama of fire in its rightful place.
Give it back to me, you stupid, blithering idiot! All the world's wealth, honor, and power shall be mine and mine alone! It belongs to me, just me, and no one else! Got it! Now out of my way! You poor fool. Now go, I'll deal with you later. There, I've finally done it.
That which is pure is of the heavens. That which is impure is of the earth. Yin and yang merge into that which we call the universe. The pentacle chamber shall be placed on the lotus pedestal. The 28 constellations shall form the 3 realms. Fire shall reverse itself and conquer metal, and the end of all things shall be visible in the heavens. I pray to you, in the name of Sekte Keikaku, summon forth the true nature of the White Tiger. I humbly entreat thee. Tenchi Nichigetsu Sansei Sonshin, Yusei Sandai Gyoko Joshin.
Is this the world that I'm going to rule? Have you completely lost your mind, you idiot?
Just up ahead!
What's happening?
I got a bad feeling about this.
Yukyu Nyo Ritsuryo.
Raiko and the other traitors! Capture the rebels! Worthless Onmyojis?
They too are people of the capital. We must not harm them.
Stop the traitors!
Now's our chance to break through.
Oh, come on. Can't those guys see we're in a hurry to save the capital?
Perhaps we should go around them.
No. The only other road is too narrow, making it too easy for them to ambush us and block our way. Our only option is to meet them head on.
Worry not, Lord Raiko. The retainer's duty is to pave the way for his lord. I, Watanabe no Tsuna, shall get you through even if it costs me my life.
Don't even talk about sacrificing yourself for me. I don't want anyone else giving up their life, you understand?
We're kind of running out of choices, Taisho. The capital's on the brink of destruction, remember? So it looks like we're gonna have a battle on our hands whether we like it or not. I don't think we've got much choice in the matter. Come on, Taisho, let's do it.
He's right. Let's do it.
Let us fight our way through, Lord Raiko.
Let's go.
All right.
Come on, Taisho! Wipe these traitors out! Attaboy, Kintaro! Keep that thing rolling! Yeah!
Stop them! Don't let the traitors escape!
Looking good! Keep smashing your way through!
more left. We must hurry if we are to stop Seimei.
But what about Kintaro?
Don't you worry. He's a tough little guy.
There's nothing to fear, man. That's the god that protects the capital. Go forward and cut down Raiko and his men. Where are the archers? Fire! Fire your arrows!
Taisho, you go on ahead. Go on and stop Seimei.
And what about you?
There's no way I'm gonna let these brainless pigs keep us from stopping Seimei. I'll stay here and hold them off.
You can't do that alone.
Come on, Sadamitsu. Sadamitsu!
I wasn't gonna tell you this, but I guess I changed my mind. Taisho, I want to thank you. If I hadn't met you, I'd still be dead inside. What life I have is the life that you gave back to me. Let me use that life to protect you. And besides, somebody's got to stay behind and look for Kintaro, right?
Come, Lord Raiko, we must take our leave. If this is Sadamitsu's will, we must honor and respect it. I'm counting on you. Best of luck, Sadamitsu.
You just take care of the Taisho, okay? Okay, you guys, who's ready to fight?
Sadamitsu.
Minamoto no Raiko is getting away!
Not so fast. I am Usui no Sadamitsu. For my Taisho, and for all the beautiful women of the capital, I am prepared to give up my life. This is as far as you're gonna get, fellas.
Go, men! Crush this traitor!
I gotta tell you, I never go easy on my opponents, so consider yourself warned!
Why have you stopped running, Lord Raiko? What's wrong?
Show me.
Don't worry, it's nothing to be concerned about. We must keep pressing onward.
Not until you show me. Come on, Suna.
Do not dignify this harmless little scratch by calling it a wound. Raiko, my lord, the capital is about to fall. We must press onward.
Why, Suna? Why did you just stand there and take that blow? How did you fail to see an enemy approaching you from straight ahead? Is it your eye, Suna? Are you losing your sight? Suna, answer me! I want you to stay here, Tsuna. Abe no Seimei is sure to have surrounded himself with powerful guards. I can't in good conscience take you with me knowing what lies ahead.
Just a moment, Lord Raiko. It is true that my eye has been faltering as of late. But right now, my loss of vision is only temporary. It shall return to me before too long.
But...
You speak words of concern for my well-being, my lord, and those words honor me greatly. But whether I stay here or come fight with you, my life is in no less danger. Sadamitsu and Kintaro and Urabe, who paid with her life, they were all willing to risk their lives in order to save this capital. Only 2 more to go. Now then, my lord Raiko, let us go. Let us go bearing Urabe's wishes in our hearts. Sadamitsu and Kintaro have risked everything to pave the way for us so that we might take this road and stop Seimei.
All we have to do is strike down Seimei and this fighting will be over. Let's get going, Suna.
Yes, my lord.
It's over.
Too bad for that guy.
You little moron. What good is surviving if you don't get away?
This is the thanks I get for showing up at the last minute and saving you? Who's the moron here?
Why can't you be like a normal kid and just worry about yourself? What are you doing?
Raiko's got Suna fighting by his side, so I'm gonna fight by yours.
You idiot. Kintaro, take care of yourself, will you?
Right back at ya.
significance has caused blood to be shed and countless lives to be lost. The people of the capital, the Kumasos, and all the other clans. And our friend Urabe. Stop the incantation at once, or this arrow will find its way to your heart!
It is all the same. Needless bloodshed, needless death. Unless we stop this vicious cycle, the world's inhabitants will continue to be hapless victims of fate. That is the true essence of the enmity of the five elements. However, this enmity is not to be perceived as evil.
This is wrong! We did not recover the five Magatamas to cause the world's destruction!
It's salvation.
Lord Raiko!
The world we know is no more than an entity comprised of ever-flowing ki. Minute by minute, the five elements of yin and yang replenish themselves throughout this realm. There is death because there is birth. There is birth because there is death. If one desires to regenerate the world, then destruction is the first step we must take. Behold, Heian Kyo in all its ugliness. The capital's only salvation lies in its annihilation.
Are all the lives you've taken not enough to quell your murderous hunger?
Whether one lives or dies is a trivial matter. To attain the flower of fate is to have achieved the ultimate. All things are bound by fate. The time has come. Purity of the heavens, impurity of the earth, yin and yang merge into the
I won't let you!
We must do something. We can't let him finish that incantation.
Let's go. Get out of our way!
One more to go. Come on, Taisho. You gotta do this.
No, not now.
Do not worry about me. Hurry. You must stop Seme.
We're fighting side by side, Suna. You gotta hang on.
Hikaru, my lady. Urabe's wishes, your brothers, the hopes of all. Please.
Suna. all. Now lie with me.
I commend you for getting this far, Minamoto no Raiko. I mean, Hikaru.
Montserrat. How can you be Seimei? It can't be.
The capital shall be reborn.
But how can you, Montserrat, be Abe no Seimei?
All living creatures are reborn. You and I as well.
I don't understand this. The Montserrat I know is gentle and would never do such a horrible thing. How could you and Abe no Seimei have been the same person?
To imitate another, that is the art of Sarugaku.
Raiko and Hikaru, those are your two faces, are they not? I have two faces as well. One is yin and the other is yang. As a Sarugaku dancer, I am very often called upon to entertain the nobles. As an onmyoji, I use the information I've gathered to beguile those same nobles.
It can't be. The Montserrat that I know is peaceful and would never be the cause of something like this.
Ripened fruit eventually falls off the tree. Rotten fruit cannot be allowed to cling lest the trunk rot as well.
Montserrat, do you have any comprehension of what you're about to do?
There is no creation without destruction. In order to bloom, the new world needs a new vessel free of contamination.
What are you thinking? Take another look with those calm eyes of yours, Montserrat. The capital of Heiankyo and all of its citizens are suffering right now because of what you're doing. I don't understand why you would do this. You once told me that we must ease the suffering.
Indeed. So you and I shall save the capital together.
What?
Long have I observed it with my own eyes. No matter how many times we crown a new emperor, the underhanded politics of the court never change. The nobles, the onmyojis, and the warriors all live for their own glory. Even the commoners live a cutthroat existence. That is the true face of this capital.
Heiankyo must be lifted up, not broken down. How can you hope to save something by destroying it?
Just as human life is finite, the lifespan of the capital is finite. Already it seems to have survived longer than it should have.
You are so arrogant. At this very moment, the people are struggling with all of their will to survive. Can't you hear their cries of anguish? Please, Montserrat, don't cause them more suffering than you already have.
You are too late, Hikaru. The capital has already passed through its yin phase, and as we speak, it is moving into the yang.
Stop this right now!
At this point, there is nothing you can do to stop the purification. Once I've intoned the curse, a barrier will envelop us. This is going to lay the foundation for the Great Rebirth, by bringing about the transcendent destruction of the capital. It pleases me that you and I shall be together when the time of revelation comes, Hikaru.
Stop and think! You can't do this, Montserrat. Very well, then. If you refuse to end this of your own accord, then I will end it myself! I'll kill you!
That of the heavens is pure, that of the earth is impure. Yin and yang merge into that which we call the universe. The pentacle chamber shall be placed upon the lotus pedestal, while the 28 constellations form the 3 realms.
Why?
As impure as of the earth. Yin and yang merge into that
Tell
which we
me.
call the universe. Water shall reverse itself and conquer fire, and the end of all things shall be witnessed from the heavens.
Montserrat,
Here upon the lotus pedestal.
I wish that you had known me as Hikaru.
Was that out of kindness? The capital cannot be saved by mere kindness.
Montserrat, you will stop this. Or I'll make you!
You must give up, Hikaru. You must give up. There is nothing on earth you can do now. Once I've intoned the curse, all will come to an end.
Accept this and wait here for the time to arrive.
Never! I accept nothing!
I pray to you so that I might summon the true nature of Suzaku.
No!
It's no use, Hikaru. It's not in you to kill me.
You have to stop this, Monsairaku!
Stop resisting the inevitable and help lay the foundation for the new world. Together, you and I.
For the sake of my friends, and for my brother, and for all the innocent people of Heiankyo, Monsairaku, I will take your life. I will, and I will save the capital. Monsairaku! I had to do it. I had to.
I know you did, Hikaru. But a weak thrust like this does not reach deep enough to pierce my heart and to kill me. You need to use more force. You've got to reach my heart. Try again.
Monsairaku, tell me. Why are you forcing me to do such a terrible thing? Please tell me. Why? Why must I fight you of all people? If I fight to protect my friends, and my brother, and everyone I care about, why then? Why must I fight you? Monsairaku, tell me. Please tell me. Why must I take your life? I wanted to reach your heart, but I didn't want to do it this way.
Destiny. It is your destiny. It is your destiny and it is mine as well.
My destiny?
You and I were destined to meet and to create a new capital by destroying the old one. That is the fate that we share.
No.
I cannot accomplish everything with my powers alone. Unless you and I join hands in this destruction, there can be no rebirth for the capital of Heiankyo.
Then that means I recover the Magatamas for...
Now that you and I are here together with all 5 of the Magatamas, the new genesis can begin.
If I had never recovered them, if the 5 Magatamas had never been brought together in this place, then none of this would be happening, would it? It can't be! So many have suffered and given up their lives over the Magatamas, and for what? My journey, everything I've done, what was it for?
Tenchi Nichigetsu Sansei Sonchi Kyusei Sandai Gyoku Joshi Kyukyu Nyo Ritsuryo.
That's the pillar of light!
Taisho didn't make it in time. So, I bet right about now you're thinking twice about your decision to stick around here, aren't you?
No way, I had fun hanging out with you, Sadamitsu.
Yeah, same here, Kitaro.
Save the capital. Suna, Urabe, Sadamitsu, Kintaro, and my brother Raiko. Please forgive me. There's nothing I can do now.
Hikaru. Stop it.
Hikaru, no!
Montserrat, forgive me.
It's all over. Okay, so how about getting off me now, Kintaro? Well, I guess this place isn't the hereafter. Man, this place got trashed. Suna, Taisho. When we're all reincarnated,